Good evening everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all had a great Christmas as well. So we're back on No Man's Land, back with Stevie, although we seem to be having a few technical issues with Stevie's chat coming through on the game for some reason. So not sure we'll be able to hear him, but we'll see how it goes. So we've got 161 people already in, so thank you for everyone that's stopped by so far. Pizza Man 12, thank you very much for the subscription. So last time we finished off with mowing the grass in the new area of land and the start area of land, so we mowed all the grass over the back end for anybody that didn't see that, and then we cut all the grass in this area of land we purchased. So the job for today will be to try and get this road up, baled, and then all the bales wrapped. But first though, we need some money so we can actually buy the equipment we need. So it's going to be starting off with a little bit more forestry to get going. So we've got this little patch of trees just up here that came with area 35 that we bought last time. So we're going to start cutting these until we get enough money, and then we can get the grass road up, get it baled, and then we can sell that as silage. And then once we've done that, we can hopefully see if we can get something else done. So got plenty of people saying hi in the chat already. So Levi, Storm's in the chat again, hey, good to see you. Jude Rice saying hi. John Modding saying sup sim, excited with the stream, nice one. Bacon Genius Boys saying sup as well. I've already got a few logs cut. Thank you very much for that subscription. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, but I appreciate the sub. Chris is saying, so the live and the time-lapse series are on different maps. They're on the same map on No Man's Land, but they're completely different setups. So this is completely separate to the No Man's Land time-lapse series. As I've mentioned in some of the other streams, it's too difficult for me to record a decent video and do the live stream, keeping up with the chat, and yeah, I'll get carried away and spend too much time talking than actually doing much, so it probably wouldn't make for a very good video. Say Sam does stuff, how are you? Nice to see you again. Eric saying thanks for the best FS content creator on YouTube. I appreciate that, thank you. John Modding saying, am I the only one who noticed that Stevie and Sim switched places on No Man's Land? No, I think somebody else commented on that as well. Yeah, Stevie started where I did on 19, and I started where Stevie did on 19 on 22. So I have also added the measure mod, which it's handy, but I still don't like the fact I have to keep putting my controller down to set it. It's a bit of a pain. I should try and map it to the stream deck. So we can roughly cut 6 meter lengths now, a bit easier. Should speed things up because I'm not having to carry around a log. I am the Primal, thank you very much for the subscription. Fanatic Farmer, hey Sim, you the best, thank you. And Levi, who you playing with? I'm playing with Stevie, 4K Gaming. If you look down in the video description, there'll be at Stevie 4K Gaming link in the video description, so you can click on that and go to his channel. Oh, I think he's nearly killed me with his tree. I think that's payback for the other week when I dropped one on him. Yeah, so unfortunately we can't get Stevie on the chat for some reason. So we'll just have to do in-game chat for now. Hopefully we can get that sorted out for next time. I forgot what we was on, 12:18. So how is everyone? Did you all have a great Christmas, for those that celebrate it at least? So 24 for this one. I think we can get one more out of these big trees. Storm called, nice, yeah, that tape measure mod would make it easier. Yeah, it does, but It's just that I have to keep putting my controller down, which is not that much of an issue, but yeah, just too much effort on my part. Marcus Malmy, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Christy saying, if there will be a Grizzly Mountain back in 22, would you make another series? I would consider it. I don't think the map creator is planning on doing Grizzly Mountain again. I know he's working on a new map. I'm not sure if that will be released on the mod hub or not though. But I definitely would do another Grizzly Mountain style series when we get a few more American building mods out and stuff like that. Sam does stuff. I got FS22 for Christmas, playing it right around. Nice one. How you finding it? You enjoying it? See me, Stevie, doing the recording too. Stevie, are you recording today as well, or are you just playing? Yes, he's recording as well. Anon, how do you make those bird's eye view? They're basically done in multiplayer, so I use the... Let me just turn this on. Oh, no. Do not want to tab. GS tab. Player flight mode. No, wrong one. Right, I'm all thumbs on the keyboard. Player flight mode. There we go. So I use the player flight mode command, so I can fly up in the air with this PC, and then it just use this camera in a fixed position, and then while I'm on my other PC playing, I just record on the one and then do the work on the other one like this. So that's how I do the bird's eye view. So it's done over 2 PCs over a local area network multiplayer game. Unfortunately, there is no camera mod or anything like that you can use. Or did we actually start cutting this one up? I don't think we did. Ian is saying hello, hey to you. Big Rich, how are you? Nice to see you back in the chat again. Farmer Josh, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Hope you had a good Christmas as well. Really appreciate that, that's awesome. LMA saying I'll be watching when he's uploaded. You two are great together, thank you. Yeah, don't forget to check out his Stevie's Christmas Day recording from the previous time lapse if you haven't seen that already. I haven't actually set that, cancelled the previous measurement. There we go. And on, oh wow, 2 PCs, that's great effort. I love those shots. Yeah, it's something I wanted to do back when I started Grizzly Mountain. Well, I didn't have 2 PCs at the time. Then when I did eventually get the second PC, it took me ages to rebuild my old PC to get that working. I kept putting it off for some reason, and I don't use it as much as I should because sometimes I'm a bit too lazy to even switch the other computer on. But hopefully once I've got the new PC all built, I'll be doing a lot more stuff in the videos using both. Scott George, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Pinky saying hello. Ravito saying hey, Sim still logging yet. We need to get enough money to get a baler, windrower and a bale wrapper so we can start rowing up the grass we cut last time. 7 Cabbage Fishing saying hey, Sim is cutting down the stumps of the chainsaw mod. Yes, it's the Lumberjack mod. It's available on the in-game mod hub. If you go to the gameplay section, it's there called Lumberjack. So that gives you the ability to cut stumps. You can completely delete trees as well. So if you enable the super strength, when you get the red mark like that, you can literally just chainsaw the entire tree, and it just completely removes the whole tree. So you can do that on any tree you want, which is rather handy if there's that one pesky tree you want to get out the way and you can't be bothered to cut it up. Just turn that back off. Rogue Cobra has been a member for 23 months. Hopefully you had a great Christmas. Yes, hope you did too. Stormcore saying, I got the Lego D11 dozer, it's used. I saw that today on a Facebook post and I thought, oh, that looks awesome. I don't think I could get that quite now though. Don't know if I'd have anywhere to put it. But that does look awesome. I've still got the Class Zerion Lego tractor to build at some point. Bostan saying hi from Slovenia. Hey. Simulator YouTube saying hi. Road Coke saying 1 month away from 2 years. Yeah, nice one. Is that when they get the gold, or is that a bit further? I can't remember how the membership works for how long you need to be to get the gold membership. Small Eject saying thanks for pointing me in the direction of Lumberjack Mod. Lifesaver. Yeah, no worries. Storm saying took me 3-4 days to build. Yeah, it took me. I had the Ultimate Collector's Edition, Collector Series Millennium Falcon last year, I think, for Christmas. Yeah, I think that took me over a weekend to build. I'm currently in the middle of building the Lego Home Alone house that me and my wife bought as a joint present for Christmas. That's pretty cool. It's just a little bit smaller than it would have been nice if it was a little bit bigger. I'll cut a few more trees and we'll start loading up. See if we're going enough for a full load. I think we should only need around about 3 full loads between us to get enough money to buy the equipment we need. So we want to go 24. Thomas saying, is the log fork easy to use? I find it's fairly easy to use. It's the best in-game, like base game log fork that I've had for a while. The previous farm sim games I've really disliked the in-game log forks that you start with. Yes, so Road Cobra's 1 month till gold, nice. Big Rich saying, well, nice Simon, yeah. Fox Lou saying, hey Sim, I have a question. How do you take away money? If you're on PC, you can use the mod called Power Tools. That's also in the in-game mod hub. That has an option to remove money, but if you're on Steam, you can enable cheat mode, and also you need to get the developer controls, but then you can use GS money. Oh no, you can't do it on here. So I can't do it on the server. Yeah, there's a console command, GS money add, if you enable cheats and the console command, and you can take away money using that. But it doesn't work on the multiplayer server for some reason. Yeah, but Power Tools mod if you're on PC, that's probably the easiest one to use. Mr. Redbeard saying, you need to speak in your vids. You have such a relaxing voice. Yeah, quite a few people say that, but yeah, I don't get where they're coming from, but thank you. I do plan on doing some videos with talking in at some point. But at the moment, because I'm currently doing the 3 different time-lapse videos, I want to try and get one of those finished first. TJ saying you can sell the BGA because you can sell wood at the farm shop now. Yeah, you can now. You couldn't when I first started. The log sell point wasn't there on the first version of the map. Scunnicat, thank you very much for the subscription. I don't really want to sell it though, because technically I added it in with money we don't know, because if I did sell it I'd just delete the money, because it kind of like doing it as we don't own it. So I'll just continue using it as it's there. It feels a bit cheaty if I sell it now and then use the money for other things. Nathan Agris saying hi, hey to you. Fanatic Farmer, do you have any advice to grow your FS YouTube channel? Oops. then. If my one piece of advice in general for you starting YouTube is, one thing I would always say to anybody that's considering starting YouTube is you need to ask yourself why you want to do it, what you want to get out of it, and then once you've answered that question for yourself, you need to then be realistic with, let me just set this, realistic with what you can actually do with your time and your goals. Don't expect too much too soon. It's going to be possibly a good grind. What you need to do is be consistent, though, is one of the biggest things you can do. Jaden, Prezi Gaming, thank you very much for the subscription. Yeah, work out how much time you can put towards doing videos. Come up with a plan for how often you can upload. If you can't upload like every day of the week, there's no point in doing like 4 or 5 videos and nothing for 3 or 4 weeks, then a batch of videos. You might as well do 1 video a week. Just make sure it's released on the same time every day, so you get that consistency. So then as your subscribers grow, they know exactly what time your videos are coming, so they don't need to rely on notifications. They know when to look for them. So I'd say consistency is definitely one of the biggest things to do when you're first starting out. And then just try and do what works for you, whether you want to do time-lapse videos, let's plays. Oh, logs going everywhere here. I'll have to reset the measurement on that one. It kind of started rolling away. Nathan Egg saying be positive. X-Danny Beat saying hey Sim, hope you had a good holiday. Yes, I did. Hope you did too. I think that one will do. Stevie's saying sorry, my bad. No worries. Right, where did? Oh, I'll start loading some of these up to get some of these out of the way. Yeah, so I think consistency is probably one of the biggest things when you're first starting out, and then try and work out what you like, your style of gameplay, try and find out what works for you, and then just stick with that, and then just constantly try and keep looking to improve on each video, but don't try and change too many things too often, because then you end up kind of getting confused yourself as to your style of video. So always look to make changes to improve, but don't give up after one video because you don't get many views that thinking it's rubbish, and then completely try and do things different in the next one. It's going to take time to get things going, so you need that consistency, because the worst thing is when you do one video you think it's rubbish because there's not many views, and then your next video you completely try and change things, and you change things again, then you change things again, and it confuses the viewers because they never know what to expect. Right, let's start getting these loaded up. I don't know, I'm miscutting that one up. Call Creeper saying 65. Call Creeper 65 saying hi. Hey to you. Tomcat, what's up, Sin? How's your day? My day is very well, thank you. Got an episode of. Oops, I need my rear weight. Oh, I have no idea where I left that. I've got a feeling that might be down at the store. Nope. Is that it? Nope. Well, there's a weight there. I presume that must be my weight. Yeah, Stevie's got his on. Right, let's go and grab the rear weight. Yeah, I've got the next episode on No Man's Land recorded this morning, and started on the one after that as well. So So another busy day recording videos. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. There it is. Scott's saying, can you join this map? Not currently, no. This is just a private multiplayer game at the moment. My internet's not good enough to have more people on at the moment, and also I need to be able to trust the people that I have on. There's one thing that I was supposed to have new internet, like home broadband fitted on Christmas Eve. Unfortunately the engineer decided not to bother turning up. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. I can understand people don't want to work, but when I've been waiting in all morning for an engineer that doesn't bother turning up, and then when I phone up to chase up where the engineer is, I get told that he did come round and I was out Christmas shopping, which was a load of BS. So yeah, that's not going to get done now until January, unfortunately. That's the earliest I could do it. So yeah, I was hoping to do some multiplayer stuff between now and New Year, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do now, because my internet's just not good enough to get a multiplayer game with loads of people on. So that's a bit annoying. HR Wells saying, you are playing Farm Simulator 22. I've been dying to play this game. Yep, I'm enjoying it. Tom's saying those small tree branches on the ground are deletable. Yes, they are. You can use the paint tool now to remove them, or paint grass texture or something like that, and they do remove now. I don't think they remove with a plough, but if you plough a field and they're still there, when you seed drill, they do disappear. $4.99 golf. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Hey Simau today, I had a lovely Christmas. Yes, thank you. I hope you did too. Storm saying, is Stevie going to be here for Thursday? No, I don't think he will be. I think he's going to be far too busy with other things for Thursday. Right, Choose saying hello. Just try and catch up with see if I've missed anything. Danny Beats saying just got his side wheel and side panel set up, so nice one. Steve is saying he may be here Thursday, but you never say never yet. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. FS19 MC saying hello, hey to you. Nathan Agri is saying he's going to make a video. Can you sponsor me? There's a tree there. Wondering why the tractor's not going forward. Might be the fact there's a little tree in the way. Tomcat saying, should I get the game or wait? If you like farm sim and you're really into it, I'd say get it. I think there's enough new features in the game to have a go with and play around with before a load of mods come out to be able to enjoy the game. There's still a few bugs and a few glitches that need fixing, but unfortunately now Giants are on holiday till I think the 11th of January, so it's going to be a while before we get another update or any more mods on the mod hub now. But yeah, if you haven't got it yet, could always wait a bit, you never know, pick it up cheap in early next year, it might be on sale. Eric saying, do you use the DLSS graphic setting? I do now. I didn't at first because I had really bad ghosting with it, but since the update they've fixed the issues with that. Now it's also on the GeForce Experience. I use the optimized settings which set it to the DLSS on, although I was using DLAA, I think the other one was. I haven't really noticed any difference between the two. Frame rate wise I'm getting pretty much the same one as I was before, so but according to the GeForce Experience that's the optimal setting, so I use that. Regs Shed, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Merry Christmas from the wife and I, nice one. Hope you had a good Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. And yeah, thank you very much for that. Hey Matt, how are you? Bobba Bong saying hi as well. Matt is saying hola. Fanatic Farmer, do you like doing bumper crop or logging? I prefer farming more than logging. My favourite job's harvesting. That's the job I enjoy doing the most. Harvesting. Well, harvesting with a combine harvester anyway. I don't mind doing sugar beets and potatoes, but it's not something I like doing too often. Marianne, thank you very much for the subscription. Linus90 saying, I look so much forward to a forest map so you can design. Oh. Let's try and put this up. Yeah, I will be doing another forestry map. As I say, I want to try and finish one of the current series first, so it also depends on what's out when we have finished that. Matt saying, thank you, I'm okay. How do you do? I'm very well, thank you. This is area 35. I'll show you on here. So this area we bought at the during the last stream. So we now own 26 and 35. Yuri Soldier, thank you very much for the subscription. Fanatic Farm saying he likes to do cotton. Yeah, I don't mind doing cotton. I like doing cotton in 19 because it seems to pay reasonably well, especially the contracts at the moment until they fix those, because you get way more than you need for completing the contract. As far as I'm aware, that is an unintended problem in the game which will be fixed. So if you're doing any contracts, I'd make the most of the cotton ones now until they fix it. Scott George saying, do you use controller, wheel, side panel? I just use an Xbox controller mainly. I do have the side panel and I do have a Logitech G920 wheel which I haven't set up for 22 yet, but I will have a go at getting it all sorted at some point. Linus Knight saying design your own worlds. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing on No Man's Land, is pretty much putting all the placeable buildings down again, building up different areas of the map. So the plan on the time-lapse series is to try and do as much of the new in-game stuff as possible, so all the different production lines, all the different crops. Try and do as much of that as possible. Stormcall saying, you guys gone round Bale, wrap that grass. Yeah, once we get enough money we're gonna get a round baler, and then a windrower will grow up the grass and then bale it, wrap it to sell for silage. Blue Dev saying, how do you make your game look so nice and bright? The graphics look awesome. A lot of it depends on your monitor, because I'm running 2 monitors now on 2 PCs. My one monitor just, I can't get the colours as good as I can on this monitor. But I have used the display settings option for the graphics card to just adjust the brightness and the gamma contrast a little bit, and also make sure your monitor is actually calibrated if it's possible to do so. If you go into the Windows settings, you can calibrate your monitor. Depending on what type of monitor you've got, it may not be recommended to use the calibration settings because the monitor might automatically have those already done for you, but worth having a look into those. Pro work, do you do any farming in real life? No, I don't. I've never done any real life farming, or plan on doing any at least. So yeah, I've got no real life farming experience at all. Mr. Pickle saying, Sim Farmer, have you ever heard of the game Balloons TD6, Balloons Tower Defense 6? No, never heard of that. I think I've heard of Tower Defense, but not Balloons Tower Defense. Scott George, thank you very much for that. You are awesome. That's $20 super chat. I've enjoyed your vids for a long time, but never sent you dollars your way until now. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you have a good new year as well. Why can I not pick up this log? Oh, I'm trying to pick up that log and there's no log there to pick up. These damn bushes. Thank you very much for that, Scott. That's awesome. I have set up a Discord server. Currently, it's just for the farm manager level channel members at the moment, just until I get used to Discord, because I've never really used it that much. So I will be opening it up to all channel members very soon, and then at some point it will be open up, or at least a separate server for everyone else as well. Mr. Pickle, it's all about monkeys popping balloons. That sounds pretty interesting, but yeah, I've not heard of that. Right, I just need to take off my jumper because I'm so get too hot. apologies. Oh. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. I muted the mic, and then when I went to unmute the mic, I pressed the I muted the game sound instead. Apologies everyone, I've only literally just noticed. Yeah, so you should be able to hear me now once the chat catches up the stream. Yeah, I've got my mute microphone and the game sounds are next to each other on the stream deck. So I muted the microphone to start my jumper off, and then I muted the game sound rather than unmute the microphone. Another Sim Farmer Dope moment. Yeah, I'm back. Apologies. I was sitting there reading the chat to myself. Yeah, so I can't even remember which questions I actually answered then while I was muted. And now I can't see the chat that far up. So apologies if you did ask a question and I haven't answered it, then just post it again. Yeah, I need to change the icons on my stream deck to make them a bit clearer what's what. Matu's saying, is the same save on the stream? And no, they're separate. I started off with the same save game on the time-lapse series as this, but other than where the biomass heating plant is, they're completely separate to each other. Jeffrey saying he has a JD 780 combine, nice, and his farm is making 200,000 litres of corn, nice one. Romanian farmer doing some love heart. Rogue, can I get an invite to the Discord? I'm a farm manager. Yeah, there's a post. If you go to my community tab section on my channel, there should be a post on there for farm manager channel members with the link on. If it's expired, I'll post another one up, because I can't remember when I actually put it up. But yeah, you may have missed it. I think it was just before Christmas. So yeah, it was before the last stream I did. So check the community tab section on my channel. Should be just a few posts down. Bacon boy, or bacon genius boy, did I miss much over 30 minutes? Not much. I'm still trying to get a full load of logs. I think Stevie's taking his first load down. Yeah, just about to sell it now. So yeah, as soon as we've got enough money to get a windrower and the baler, we'll start rowing this grass up and get that baled. Oops. There we go. Jaden, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. You are awesome. I really appreciate that. Let me get back to the game. I just had to delete another spammer from the chat. Yeah, I've removed them, Scott. They keep coming back with different phrases. Just as you put one phrase in the banned list, they come out with a different one. Rather annoying. Tomcat saying, yeah, I thought there was a bot in the chat. Well, yeah. Nice one, Roko. But yeah, I haven't posted much in there yet. Still figuring it out. But say I've been having a few days off from that, so hopefully over the next week or so start getting some more stuff in there and trying to figure out how it all works. So then once I know what I'm actually doing with Discord, I'll open it up to more people. I think we'll take this load because I don't think we've got any more cut up. Jeffrey Coles, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. You are awesome as well, very generous. I really appreciate that. What was my favourite map in FS19? It was No Man's Land 19. Was one of my favourites. There's one. Grizzly Mountain as well, I really enjoyed. Geiselsberg, I thought that was a fantastic map. But yeah, No Man's Land was probably my favourite, just because it's a map that you can pretty much make it into whatever you want it to be. So you don't have to do forestry on it. There's plenty of clear spaces if you don't like forestry, so you can get straight in with playing fields in. You can build up your own farm, do all the different place balls we had in 19 as well. I think with 22, with all the different stuff, it's going to be a lot more we can do on this map. Tomcat saying, should I get TikTok, anyone? I had no idea, I've never used it. TikTok's not a platform I'm familiar with. The only thing I've ever done on TikTok was try and get them to remove some of my videos that somebody stole, which is an absolute nightmare. Broco saying, if you need help, I have set up a couple of Discords before. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I'll be in there in a bit more over the next few days, and then can have a look, because I'm not sure what you can actually do on there and stuff like that. So just cut these overhanging lengths off, and then we'll go and sell this load. I don't know, we'll have to check then, see if we've got enough for the windrower and the baler and the bale wrapper. Don't think we will, unless there's one on sale, which, knowing our luck, there probably won't be. Nope. Slim pickings in the used equipment sale. How much do we actually need? Let's have a look. Where are we? Baling. I'm definitely not going to use that because we can't wrap the bales anyway, but I used that in No Man's Land, that one video, hand stacking the bales, probably the first and last time I ever do that. So cheapest baler is that one, 48. Don't think I've got any mods installed. Nope. I would prefer to get this one though, simply because it can do the 180cm and the 150 at less than 10,000 more, so possibly that one. Bale wrap is 22,000. Scott George has become a member. Thank you very much for that, Scott. Really appreciate you becoming a channel member. Farm manager level. Hope you enjoy your membership. So we need 22, what's that, 58, 70, and then windrower. I think we're looking around about 90,000 to 100,000, so quite a bit more than I thought. Yeah, I think windrower is probably going to be that one. They're going to be too small because we have got quite a large area. Yeah, I don't think that's worth an extra, what, 22,000 more or less for 1.8 meters. Yeah, so we're looking at, we're going to need around about 90,000 in total to get everything we need. So we might have to do 4 loads. We'll go and sell this one and see how much we've got. Let's get those straps on that back trailer. Bacon Genius Boy, how do you become a member? If you look underneath the video, there should be a button that says join. You just click on that and then follow the instructions through that. Wouldn't it just cheaper to save up for the baler that has wrapping? The problem with that is it would be a good option, but it's restricted to the bale size you can do them for straw and hay, because that one would be the cheapest bale wrapper, but it only does 125 centimetre bales. That one does 125 up to 180, but it can wrap 125 to 150, but that's 100,000 on its own. So out of those, I'd prefer to get that one, but then that's nearly double the price of that. And plus having the separate bale wrapper, it means Stevie can wrap while I bale, or I wrap the bales while he wraps, so it gives us both something to do as well. So once we get the windrower, one of us can start windrowing while the other one starts baling, and we can kind of swap over jobs so we're not always doing the same thing. Gives us more things to do. Cancel that, turn that off. Vito saying, I got an idea for my farm. Nice one. Saying, I love your video about how Baler on. Thank you. Big Rich saying, looking good, Sin. Nice one. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Right. Get back to the game quick before I crash. Twitter gaming wouldn't be cheaper. Yeah, I've just read that one. Apologies. Pacing, hi all from the Ukraine. Apologies, I don't know how you say your name, but thanks for saying hi. Good luck and thanks for your content. No worries. Attila, how much is the combined bale wrapper? 76 was it for the one, and then 99, 500 for the other. Malk, it is not better to get a square baler. I don't think we have the tractors powerful enough to pull a square baler, and also the square bale wrapper is a lot more expensive. Moto Hayden, thank you very much for the subscription, and apologies for the one before that because I missed it, didn't stay up long enough. But thank you both for the sub. Henning, thank you very much for that super chat, €19.99. Well, super sticker I think of these. You are awesome, thank you very much for that. Sean has just subscribed, thank you very much for the subscription as well. So 55,731 we're up to. Yeah, so I think one more load from both of us and we'll have more than enough to get some more equipment. What I should do as well, I can't speed up the time. Right, I am not signed in as admin, so I can't speed up the time. Right, oh, don't want that. Right, now I can speed up time. Would help if I sped up time a little bit, so we might get some new stuff come up in the used sales. You never know, we may get something useful. Jeffrey Coles, does any of you guys play multiplayer? I currently don't, but I'm hoping to do a bit more on multiplayer. Adrian K saying, hi, quick question, which biomass plant are you using? It's the standard in-game. So if you go to production, selling points, it's that one there. So it's a standard base game heating plant, and if you enable the toggle free mode when you're in placeables, so V on PC, why is it now not letting me put that down? Okay, maybe it's because I don't afford it. I can't actually afford it. But yeah, if you toggle free mode on, you can place it absolutely anywhere you like on the map, even if you don't own the land. But I presume that only shows if you actually can afford it, which we currently can't. But yeah, it's not a mod, it's just the standard biomass heating plant from in-game. But if you're on No Man's Land with the updated version, you can sell wood here now. So if I turn, just quickly show people this if they're not aware. Yeah, so there's this little icon here with the exclamation mark, that's your wood sell trigger now. So if you put your wood in this point here and then click that, same as you would at a sawmill, you can sell wood. So that's since the not the 1.2, the update to No Man's Land. So if you don't have that yet on your map, you need to update it. Felix saying, do you make any other live streams this week? I'm hoping to do one Thursday, and then that will be the last one. Yeah, so Thursday will be the last live stream for this year, and then it will be back to once a week from the new year. Not sure if I'll do one on Saturday or New Year's Day, or whether I'll leave it till the week after. I'm not sure on that yet. Matt's saying the biggest square baler is only 9,000 litres straw compared to 11,000 for the 180. Yeah. We've got pretty flat land anyway, so round bales aren't a huge issue. But it's always that thing when you're starting off. Square balers are usually more expensive, they usually require a larger horsepower to pull them as well. So I always tend to go with round bales to start with, simply because they're a lot cheaper. And you can use smaller tractors to pull them. Mad saying Merry Christmas everyone, Merry Christmas to you. Official Masso saying bro, where is John Deere? That's on the different series. So the time-lapse series and this is completely different. Felix saying thank you, no worries. Sam does stuff, the only thing that I don't like about 22 is the minimap icons. Get a few more trees cut down and we'll soon be baling and wrapping. Tomcat saying you like how there's a deer in wildlife. Yeah, it would be nice if they'd have put rabbits in as well. I think having rabbits running around would have been nice. I'm not sure if you get rabbits everywhere. Where I live, we get wild rabbits all over the place, sometimes in our back garden as well. Come on, there we go. So having wild rabbits around the edges of fields as well would be quite cool. Yeah, it's good to see the deer, which should have been in FS19, but they couldn't get it to work, so they took it out. I'm not doing any loans on this, so it's no loans, no leasing. But yeah, again the BGA would be handy. But I think the amount of loan interest we're paying on the current loan, which covered the cost of the land and the equipment to start with, is I think around about €700 per day, well per month. So I think getting a loan for the BGA might be quite expensive at the moment. Reset our measurement. Storm saying on your No Man's Land series, are you going to make a big industrial area? Yep. We've gone past 6 meters. Yeah, so I plan to try and do all of the different production lines, and I'll probably build up like an industrial area for some of the buildings. Also want to try and get a BGA on there as well. And then we'll see what other mods come out as we progress through the series to add to it. Can you say some good map mods for 19? I can tell you quite a few, depending what you're into. Tomcat, what brand of chainsaw do you prefer in real life or game? I've never used a chainsaw in real life, so no kind of opinion on chainsaws in real life. But I always just go for the steel or steel, however you pronounce it from where you're from. Everyone says it differently. In game, I always just tend to go for that. No particular reason, it's just the first one that comes up in the list most of the time. Sam does stuff. We have quite a bit of rabbits here, but also, while there are deer so small, like 4 or 5 teeth. Yeah, there are only baby deers in this. We have deer around by where I live, but I don't see them very often. The last one I did see was walking down the bridle path. It was just stood there in front of me. Next second it was gone. It literally just bounded over this like fence and disappeared. That was the only time I've ever seen one while I've been out walking the dogs. But yeah, that was a lot bigger than these ones we get in game. Romaine Farmer, who is the best, Elm Creek or Baler on Erlanger? I prefer Elm Creek personally, but I do like the French map as well. So Jeffrey saying Peace River, big challenge. I'm not familiar with that map. As I've said in other streams, there's so many maps for 19. And there's probably so many good maps I never got a chance to play. Codman, what country do you live in? I live in the United Kingdom. That's it for that one. Right, I'm going to just cut these smaller ones down, just get them out of the way. Make it easier for loading up the others. Levi, you're going to answer my question. Sorry if I missed your question. Oh, there. Sorry, apologies. Are you going to do Wilhelmina as soon as it comes out? I don't know for definite. Possibly, but it depends what other maps, because I really want to try. What the hell's going on with this tree? It's not liking being cut. Okay. No idea what's happening with this one. Well, I'll see if I can delete this. Oh, there we go. Now I can pick it up. Oh, I can't pick things up in this. Yeah, it depends on if Wilhelmina comes out and when it comes out. If I'm in the middle of doing other stuff, I may not get a chance to do it. And if there's other stuff that looks more interesting, I may do that instead. So I don't know for definite, but possibly is all I can say for now. Bacon Genius Boy. So, do I find the instructions in about? I'm not sure what that you mean. Jeffrey saying Erlengratt is a big challenge. Yep, can be. Marjan saying, how do you know what's funny? When I watch you first No Man's Land in December in game, I had in used machine saw same John Deere as you had in your save game. Yeah, it's quite handy that came up. It's a nice tractor as well. Although since then, I don't think I've had anything else come up in the used equipment mod worth buying on the time-lapse series. Ah, the membership. Where do you find the membership directions? It's difficult to show because I'm not 100% sure exactly where it shows you. and I can't actually look at the moment. Right, let me see if I can sort out. I'll post the link in the chat if I can. Alright, let's just go to nope. I want that one. Right, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? There we go. Right, copy that. Go to make sure I close the right web page now. Let's bring that back up, and that one. So that's the link in the chat for let's get back to the game, for their channel membership. Now if you click on that, it should tell you then all the stuff you, like the perks you get for the different levels. Tomcat saying he's going to hop off, watch later. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we drive on the right hand side. No, we drive on the left. Left side of the road, right hand side of the car. Daniel Budge saying, have you ever heard of Shetland? Yes, I have. Never been there, but I have heard of Shetland, yes. Jeffrey saying, do you have unlimited money mod on it? There is a mod on the mod hub for the government subsidy signs that you can place down, so you can get, I think the top one is 350,000 per month. I think it works out to now. But I use the development controls if I want to add money in. Romain saying, who is your first FS? My first FS was FS15 on the Xbox. So up until coming towards the end of FS17, I'd only ever played Xbox, and then I switched over to PC. Yeah, you have to set your steering wheel settings again. That's why I've not bothered with mine yet. I think the last update reset everything. Stevie's first FS was 13 on Xbox. Yeah, I looked at 15 on Xbox for ages. I kept contemplating getting it. I didn't know whether it was worth it, and in the end I just thought, you know what, I'll get it, see what it's like. I played the death out of 15 until I got bored of it. We've been on Xbox, there was no mods, so I pretty much played both the maps to death, getting all the big equipment and everything, and then got bored of them, didn't play that again. And then when 17 come out, I got that. I did pretty much the same thing. I didn't really bother with mods on 17 to start with. Pretty much just played Goldcrest Valley until I got bored of that. And then eventually I came back to it just after the Platinum Edition had been released. Started playing again, then started playing with the mods and stuff, and then got hooked. Pretty much when I started playing with Seasons and the West Coast by Bullet Bill. That's what really got me hooked into FS. And then it was that thing, watching YouTubers with all the nice mods like Courseplay and Follow Me on PC. I decided to eventually switch over to PC. Pete saying hey Sim, hey to you. Chris, we also drive on the left. Mayan, I have problems when I download same mod wood trailer as you when I open the game and don't see the trailer. Are you looking in the forestry section? It's not under trailers, it's in the forestry. Kenneth, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. So new farmhand. I can't, unfortunately my mic is on the highest setting it can go. I can't turn it up anymore. It's probably just me, I need to speak a little bit louder. Oh, it's me, I'm pushing back on my chair and getting too far away from the mic is the other one. So let's cut this one to 12 and then we'll do 18 and 24. Stormcool saying the way I do my steering wheel and joystick settings is that I delete every setting and then just put the ones in you need. Yeah, it's a good way of doing it. I just try and use the defaults and then just change a few that I think need changing. I'll get one more out of that. Oh, that's that one done. I think we're running out of trees on here. So I hope we get enough money before we do run out of trees. I am from the UK, Kia. Oh, hang on. Apologies if I got that wrong. Eric saying, can you recommend the best trailer for loading mass pallets, vanilla or mod? Either one. Bacon Genius Boy more, let me join, would like to. Don't worry about it, say. I appreciate those that do join, but say if you can understand if your parents don't want you to. But no worries, thank you for 1 and 2 anyway. How do we get that hung up on that little tree? Well, let's just get rid of this one because these small trees are pretty worthless. Okay, so we've got a suspended tree. There we go. Use a bit of super strength for that one. Scott George saying, yeah, I agree with you, Scott. Out of here. I'm sure I'll put that one on the list of ones that should have been blocked. Unless I've got it slightly wrong. Oh. Right. Oh, just as I get rid of one. No, don't undo it. No, don't. Oh, stop jumping. Oh, it's sorted. Hopefully we don't get many more. Absolute pain. Especially when you're trying to click on the thing and the chat keeps pushing up and you click on the wrong thing. You end up hiding the wrong person from the chat. So we've got 339 people watching, so thank you to everyone that's still here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are, then please don't forget to hit that like button, really do appreciate it. Red helicopter on this map I also play right now, interesting. I saw that on Facebook, somebody posted a link to that helicopter. That mod, if you've seen that, there's like a red helicopter mod you can use for transporting stuff. But yeah, the helicopter that flies over on here is pretty loud when it flies over. Although I haven't heard it for a while. I don't know if he's reduced how often it flies over, because I can't remember the last time I actually saw it. What are we on? 18. 18, 24, 30. Gone too far. So what map is everyone else playing on currently on FS22? Have you found any decent mod maps yet, or are you still on the base game stuff? Petry saying, do you do public streams? This is a public stream. But if you mean in terms of multiplayer with public people on, then no. Currently I'm limited to how many people I can have on the multiplayer until I get my better internet. But at the moment, no, it will be just limited to my channel members. But I will be doing some multiplayer that will be open to everybody at some point in the near future. So I was hoping to do that this week, but I didn't get my internet installed. Storm saying he's currently playing on No Man's Land Year 6 now, nice. Beth and Thomas currently playing on No Man's Land as well, with over 30 hours on the save game so far. Nice one. If I wasn't doing the other two series as well, I'd probably have a lot more than I've currently got. Stevie's not streaming this, but he's recording it for, so he's going to do a video from the recording, but he's not actually streaming himself. Attila is saying, playing No Man's Land from your start save, but went the route to the sawmill plus carpentry. Nice one. Yeah, I think I will get the sawmill and start doing carpentry and stuff. But for now, on the time-lapse series at least, I want to try and build the farm up a little bit more first before I start doing production stuff. That way I can kind of slow progress down a little bit, because I don't want to progress too quick. So it's kind of just adding little bits here and there to build up a small farm and then expand it out. And then once we're starting to produce a reasonable amount of stuff from the different stuff, then we'll look into getting the production buildings to expand on those lines. And then expand further on any of those that you can do. So like get the sawmill first, and then carpentry to do furniture and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't want to get too many productions too soon. I want to build the farm up first, but I will be doing them. Bethan, how many hours was your No Man's Land on FS19? Oh, I did say last stream and I can't remember what it was. 300 hours or so. I can't remember exactly. Took a look in during the last stream to look how much it was, but shoot, it was around about 330 hours or so, maybe a little bit more. I can't remember. Maybe somebody in the chat might remember. John Modding, Sim, do you like the new game visual textures? You like the fact that the game doesn't look dull in seasons like 19 did? Do you agree? Yeah. I like the new textures. I think the lighting at times, especially during like some early morning, the lighting looks absolutely amazing. And you can get some absolutely fantastic screenshots with the lighting. Like a 24. Henning, thank you very much for becoming a farm manager. I really appreciate that. Attila saying carpentry is slow burn for future profit. Yeah, I think most production lines seem extremely slow. It would be nice if they had an upgrade feature to the buildings that you could pay an extra 50% to what the base price was to like increase production, or have a warehouse add-on that you could place nearby that increases the storage capacity as well, so you can store more stuff there and then increase production slightly. Because I think the base game buildings, they are very slow to how much you can produce. so it does take quite a while for them to pay themselves off. Big Rich is currently making cloves. Yeah, I put the tailor shop down in Elm Creek, and it'll only do like 1,000 litres per month. Although they sell for quite a lot, it's still going to take nearly a year to get enough to pay for the building itself before you're actually making any money from it. Matt Christian saying hi, just dropping in to say hi, love your streams, best wishes to Steve 4K if his wife had the baby. Not yet. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping in. Beth and Thomas, the best start of production I've found is the spinnery and the tailor. Yeah. Well, on normal mode, I think the highest I've seen is around about 12,000–15,000 for clothes, which is still a good amount of money. I suppose in a way it make the game far too easy if you was getting about 6–7 pallets per month, but still seems a little bit slow to me. I'm sure there'll be some mods come out where they've got ridiculous capacities and production rates. Thomas Dead saying Supertes videos continue começar. No idea what that means. I think it's good. But thank you for that, hopefully. I don't speak any foreign languages. James, you had 495 on No Man's Land. Was it 495? So there you go, 495 on No Man's Land. Thank you very much for that, James. Rafik saying hi. Joe Modding, No Man's Land. Yeah, 495 as well. Yeah. Thanks for that, guys. Yeah, 330 must have been one of the other maps. I think we are going to need to get a tree planter as well, because we're fast running out of trees on this little bit of land. So Stevie's just sold another load, so 29,000. So yeah, if I sell this next load, we should have more than enough to get the stuff we need. So what we'll do is get this one cut, and then we'll start loading, and then see if we've got enough for a full load. Big Rich saying the Valtra because of the rear steering. Yeah, the Valtra's it's reverse drive mode. It's quite a cool tractor. And some of the Fendt tractors as well have it. We're not sure which ones, and I didn't actually set that. Try that again. Austin James, is there an 8R in the game? Yeah, there's the 8R and 8RX. Oh, 8RT as well. So you've got the 8R series, the 8RT and the 8RX in the base game. We need to speed up. Stevie's getting ahead of us again. He's already sold his second load, probably all the way back now. Almost. Only sold one so far. It's me slowing things down again, as always. Can you make a farm on the USA map? I really want to make a farm on the USA map, and I probably will do, but I just don't like the fact that there's not many US style buildings available at the moment. That's kind of put me off doing one. But I probably will have a go doing one soon. Let's connect that one back up and drop that one off. Where's the weight? Over there. So it looks like Stevie's going to come and give us hand load this one up. And then we can get the baling equipment. Eric saying, when do I actually need a weight on the tractor? If you're struggling to lift pallets or things, and you can put a weight on the back, If you're picking things up fine, you don't need one. On the front of the tractor, it helps keep the front end on the ground if you're pulling trailers that don't have the front wheels. So the weight of the trailer on the hitch can push the back end of the tractor down, which lifts up the front wheels off the ground. So if your steering becomes really light when you've got a heavy trailer on the back, it becomes difficult to turn, then you need to put a front weight on. Also, if you're doing field work, certain jobs, if you've got a 3-point mounted, like a sea drill that's mounted on the 3-point, that can be quite heavy, you could possibly need a front weight to help keep the front end of the tractor down. If you're struggling for traction when doing any field work, a front weight may help a little bit to help increase traction. Also, you could try wheel weights or put dual tyres on as well, which can help. So the weights do have their uses in game, but you don't always need one. Animal Lover saying, which FS19 map would you like to see in FS22? No Man's Land, which is already out, so to be honest, there isn't really any other maps I think I'd really love to see. To be honest, I wasn't that fussed about No Man's Land in general. It was more just I really wanted a map like this, so a similar map to No Man's Land. The fact that No Man's Land has been released is awesome, but I would have been just as happy with a similar map to this, but slightly different. I always prefer to try new stuff out, so I don't often tend to go back to maps I've played before. So there isn't really any other than this one that I'm kind of looking forward to. But yeah, we'll see what comes out. Whether I go back to a map I've done before, I don't know for definite. John Modding saying Crater Lake was 322 hours of game time, Ravensburg 264. Nice one. Should write those down. Probably going to get asked quite a few times of those. Bernie saying, hey, where are you from? I am from the United Kingdom. Mr. Canister saying welcome from Poland, hey to you. King Petway, hey everyone, is No Man's Land on Xbox? Yes it is. It's available on Xbox on FS22. Farmer 2021, okay. Will we be able to get I Love You, the first one you did? Yeah, no worries. I will look at doing one. Farmer 2021. But at the moment it's just trying to find the spare time, because I want to keep on top of the time-lapse videos as a priority, and then stuff like that will be extra as and when I can fit them in. John Modding, what happened to Medicine Creek? Exactly. It just became really bad performance-wise for me. I don't know what the issue was, but I literally started to get frustrated because the frame rate would drop horrendously for seemingly no reason. Patrick, thank you very much for the subscription. So I'd be doing jobs in the middle of a field with nothing around me, not using course play, no workers hired or anything, and the frame rate would tank to like 14 FPS. I tried removing every mod, I tried reinstalling the map, tried doing loads of different things, and I spent so much time trying to get it to work. In the end I just got to the point where I couldn't afford to waste any more time on the map, unfortunately, so I just had to stop playing on it. I don't know why I was having so many issues with it. It was a shame because I was enjoying the map, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Kenneth saying hi from Finland, hey to you. Marian saying Crate Lake was the best. Paying an AI worker just so I can focus on the stream. Hope it's worth it. I should be able to get a worker to load up the logs so I can pay, and then I can just concentrate on the chat a bit more. Reversy's gaming channel, I think that's how it's said. I like this live stream, it's a lot of fun watching. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching as well. Evansville Train Nut, V16 diesel engine. Have I missed a previous comment that makes more sense of that? I don't know. I'm not sure what that comment means. Evansville. I don't know if I'm missing something, but you just seem to be randomly posting things I don't know what they're referring to. Andy Zoo saying, hey Sim, how fast do you speed up the time lapse in your videos? Times 6 to times 10. But the fixed camera positions can be anything up to times 40. Adam, thank you very much for the subscription. Storm, haven't you already got an AI work? Yeah, Steve is a free labour. Evansville Nut just subscribe, thank you for that. Probably. King Gamer saying hi, hey to you. The trailers we have, I will show you because I can't remember the name. HW180 or HW80. Yeah, so it's these Fortschritt HW80 wood trailer. They're available on the mod hub to download on the in-game mod hub under the forestry section. Nice and cheap. Fantastic trailers as well. So glad they got released. The same ones I used in Ravensburg, and I mentioned it in the stream before they was released that they would be handy to have, and then they got released just a few days later. So Evansville Train Nut is obviously a massive train nut. SD45 is a 3,600 horsepower diesel locomotive. I don't know much about, I'm presuming you're is that an American diesel locomotive? I don't know much about it, if it is American stuff. Yeah, I use the trailers in Ravensburg, John. I love them because they're nice and cheap. They fit decent sized logs on as well. You can chain together as many as you can possibly pull. Oh, Stevie's dropped one. I saw that. I'll pick that one up, Stevie. You get another one as on this side. Scott George saying you should designate some moderators to help with your streams. Yeah, I have got a couple, but if you're offering Scott, then I can make you one if you don't mind helping out. I have got Stevie's one of my moderators, but he's busy helping me on here. The other one's not in at the moment. But if you don't mind, then I'd appreciate the extra help. John's saying he's a car tractor guy, so I had to Google for that. I used to do build model railways, but just British stuff. So British steam engines mostly. Although I haven't done any of that for 5 or 6 years. Just Dan, when you put a Bugatti in a John Deere, Need for Speed harvesting season. Yeah, Scott's saying he can help. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Right. Yeah, my favourite tractor in FS so far is this Massey. I don't know why, I just really love driving it. My favourite tractor in general is the Fent 1050. It's a beast of a tractor. Farmer 2021, I do have Discord, but at the moment it's just limited to my farm manager channel members. But hopefully in the not too distant future I'll be opening up to a public one as well. Big Rich, your chat has been hijacked, Sim. Yeah, just a bit. David saying hi, hey to you. Mini Christiansen Cam 2, what scale model railway? N-gauge, 00 gauge. N-gauge was a little bit too small for my liking. And when I started as well, N-gauge, there wasn't as much stuff available. Not as much now. As the last few years there's been a hell of a lot of stuff come out for N-gauge. I've still got all my stuff, I just don't have the space to do anything with it at the moment. Let's just push that one on a little bit. Go, that's done. Just don't imagine if Tractor 1 existed like Formula 1. Yeah, just look at the top gear, Tractor, wasn't it? The one they did on Top Gear is like the world's fastest tractor. And then JCB did one that was faster than that, didn't they? I think JCB got the current record for the fastest tractor. John Modern, do you prefer 00 over HO? I prefer 00 mainly because most British stuff is 00 gauge. Although it's on the incorrect scale for the track. But yeah, most British stuff is 00 gauge. European and American stuff is more HO. Let's cut this one off. Felix saying hey, welcome back. Have you bought the Baler yet? Not yet, but we're not far off being able to get it. So we just sell this last load and then we'll be buying the baler and the windrower and stuff, so we can start getting that done. Mayan saying, when you first started playing on No Man's Land and you started putting bush fences and stone walls, I know that you are in Britain. Yeah, I tried to make the No Man's Land on 19 a little bit more British style, mainly because a lot of the buildings that came included with the map seem to be more British than French or Spanish. Gap is saying he's leaving because I didn't say hi. Oh well. Hi. I didn't ignore you deliberately, I just didn't see your message previously, so apologies for that. Thomas saying, what job do you have in real life? I am a YouTuber, this is pretty much my job. I don't have a job outside of YouTube. My previous job was a maintenance engineer for a scrapyard, so working on plant machinery and balers. KSIH Magnum, I'm curious, why do you tend to go more for round bales? As I mentioned earlier, it's simply because they're generally cheaper to buy. Let's just drop that actually. I think we might need to start loading up one of the other trailers, Stevie. try and drop that one on, and I'll see if it stays on. I'll get these strapped down. I'll just get these last few logs loaded up on one of the other trailers. I think this one's getting pretty full. And no more driving, I'll tip these over. Round balers generally, because they're lower horsepower to pull, they're a lot cheaper as well. So that's generally why I tend to go for those to start with. And then I generally end up sticking with them. And also I like the fact that the Anderson Brown bale collector is 24 bales rather than 14 for the square bales. So yeah, I also the fact I enjoy round baling more for some reason. Yeah, I think I think we might just about get away with that one. See if we can drop some of these on by hand. Oh, you know what? I can't pick things up in this multiplayer until I get my better internet, so I'll just cut these up and get them out of the way. How old are you? I am 38. Thomas saying, where are you from? Greets from Austria. I am from the United Kingdom, and hello to you. Emily saying, love the vids, Merry Christmas. Thank you, and good to you. Let me just get rid of that one. A Big Rich seems late 30s. Yeah, I am 38. 39 next year. So almost getting to the big 4-0. Almost, but not quite. I still feel like I'm a teenager. I say mentally I think I stopped aging when I was 21. Just physically kept aging. Right, set that, cut this one to 6. Stevie's 35 next Thursday, so happy birthday for then. If we don't see you before then. Johnny's saying good evening everyone, hey to you. Andy saying, okay, so on PC the key to lower is V by default. If you press Control for V you lower everything. Yes, you do. I don't use that very often, as I mentioned before with some of the other things. It's because I use an Xbox controller. It's that kind of a bit of a pain to have to use multiple controls on the keyboard, which requires me to put the controller down to then press 2 keys on the keyboard. So it's another one of those things. I do want to get a larger stream deck so I can fit more buttons on there, because at the moment I'm stuck with like 15. So I've got some stuff mapped on there so I can just press 1 button rather than 2 keyboard buttons. But I've got no space left on it for other stuff unless I keep going through different menus. Oh, Stevie's trailer's rolling away. Runaway trailer. Andy's saying, will you get a pension by working on YouTube? Only if I earn enough money to pay into a private pension, which at the moment I don't earn anywhere near enough to be able to afford to put enough into a pension that would be enough to see me through retirement at the moment. It may be some time before I get to that point. Why is this trailer rolling off so much? Stop. Neil B, have you tried Discord? Sim Dashboard. I tried Sim Dashboard on 19, but my tablet I've got is really old, and it was struggling to load it up properly. So in the end I give up with it. I think my tablet's something like a Galaxy Tab 2 or something. It's probably about 10 years old. It's one of them there, you update to the latest operating system and you pretty much put one application on there and it goes so slow. tend to use a tablet very much because I'm at home all the time. Just tend to use my phone. So yeah, I don't have a decent tablet to run Sim Dashboard off, and I think my phone's a bit too small to try and use that reasonably. So it's not something I've used a great deal of, but I have tried it. Sebastian, thank you very much for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that. Daniel, do you have a wheel? Yes, I have a Logitech G920. I think we are pretty much done, aren't we, Stevie? Off on that a little bit. So we'll get these down to the sawmill sold, and then we can get the baler and stuff. So let's push this weight out of the way. Drop off my weight here and drop off the log grab as well. Jakub saying yo yo, hey to you. Nate, do you play console? No, I play on PC using the Xbox controller. Daniel asking how I am. I am very well, thank you. Kenneth saying he's 51. Yeah, I've got a few years to catch up on you, Kenneth. Bacon Genius Boy, can anyone tell me how to turn hazard lights on flashes on Xbox controllers? You can't. There is no button mapping for hazard lights on console. If you're on PC, you can set it up yourself, but one of the main reasons is the Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers are very limited on the button configs they can have before you start either having to take away controls from something else, or you conflict between different controls. But yeah, hazard lights do work on console, but there is no button to get them to work on the controller, unfortunately. David saying the weather in Portugal is crazy. It's very mild again here. I say it was very wet and very mild over Christmas. So currently 8 degrees again. I say in my office at the moment it's 23 degrees. So it's just a nice comfortable temperature. Malk saying the voucher's faster. Is it because we've got more weight on? I'll just reset that again, get rid of that. Parkour Blackpool, it's RB and right up on the deep. That's for the hazard, not the hazard lights, that's for the beacons. He's on about the four-way flashes, the actual hazard lights. So the basically indicators flashing on both sides at the same time, which you can't do on console, unfortunately. Big Rich saying, here we go, let's see what we earn. Yep. Newball the Fatso saying, yes right sir, numbers, D-pads, hazard for direction. Sebastian saying over 400 viewers, nice, 429. Thank you very much for everyone that's stopped by to watch. Awesome to see everyone here. If you've not said hi in the chat, then please do. Scott's saying it's 27 degrees Celsius in Texas today. Crazy weather. That's too warm for me. I like the low 20s. Anything above 24 for me is too hot. Bridget Rob saying hi all, hey to you. Brussels Picker saying it was so warm last night in UK, I had to have the bedroom window open like summer out. It's been pretty crazy. I mean, I've got plants in the garden that are still flowering that shouldn't be flowering. It's crazy. It's like how it's changed. So it's another 27,780. So we're up to 120,363. Nice. So we definitely can afford the baler. wrapper and the windrower now. So we'll drop these trailers off and then we'll buy what we need. And while we're here, may have a look, see if we can actually repair this tractor, because I haven't done it since we bought it and it's looking like it's in desperate need of being done. We'll also refuel as well. Blue Buzzard saying looks like quite a nice load you got there, yeah. It's 2,000 to repair that. Oh no, I just sold. Did I just sell the tractor? No! I clicked the wrong button. I just sold my tractor. Dope! It's a good job we can buy it back relatively cheap. I probably paid more than what I just sold it for. Oh. Oh, we've got a free repair on it, look. It's got a slightly better condition than when we sold it. And it's got a full fuel tank. I don't know if we got a good deal out of that or not. Sold for 16, bought back for 10. No, I bought it back for 16. I think I sold it for 10. I don't know. Well, either way, it's got a full fuel tank now. Right, let's buy the baler before I accidentally sell anything else. Can't believe I just accidentally sold the tractor. Why is there another one? Hey? So I could buy another massive Ferguson 5S for 16,699. I'm sure that should have disappeared, shouldn't it? Strange things happening. In Croatia they had 20 centimeters of snow. Severin saying minus 35 degrees in southern Alberta. Well, that's cold. A lot of people laughing at my my goof. Yeah, this is the stuff you don't get to see in time lapses. Right, so we want windrower. I think this is our best option for now. Then we'll get the baler. How much we got left? 106. I think I'm going to go with this one because it's a bit more versatile with bale sizes and stuff. Plus we're also going to need to get a trailer to load these bales up to sell them. Bale wrap, I would go with this one. Go with black wrap. Keep it standard. Don't think we need the end turner, so we'll keep that standard, just the wrap. Right then. I think Stevie's already took the windrower ahead, so looks like we'll be baling. Apologies if I've missed anything in the chat. Busy buying stuff, spending money. Burnout King saying they've got 14 inches of snow between Wednesday and Thursday morning last week. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I would love it to snow that much here, it'd be awesome, but I know how much of a pain it is and how much of a hassle it can be when it does snow. Me turns only if you try to take it off in Scott. Drinking beer sounds dangerous. I don't drink very often, if at all. Yeah, sold for 1667 and bought it for 16,699, so it was a good deal for me. Yeah, full fuel tank and it was slightly repaired, so yeah. A bad mistake that didn't turn out too bad. At least we got that option to buy it back straight away, because that would have been rather annoying if we couldn't have bought it back. Stevie's over here, so let's make sure we set this to the right bale size. So we want 150, which is that one. Yeah, wrapping's only 150 max size. I'm sure a few people made that mistake with the contracts where they've set the baler to the larger size, then got the bale wrapper and find out that they can't actually wrap the bales. Mine saying goodbye, Sim, have a nice one, and you, thanks for stopping by. Darth, thanks for stopping by as well. Blue Buzzard saying it snowed that much anywhere in the UK, it would turn into hell. I think half of that, probably a quarter of that, it turned into hell in the UK. Be Good is saying hello from Minnesota, minus 11 degrees Fahrenheit wind chill. So staying in and watching the live stream, nice one. Yeah, stay warm, and hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Mr. Big Chops, I don't think it got that high unless you sat in the greenhouse. Almost there though. Daisy Girl saying hi Sim, I just started watching, I've actually never heard your voice, so now I have. I also enjoy your Wilhelmina Forest series. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for that as well. Yeah, there's probably still so many people on my channel that don't realise I actually do these live streams, or the fact that I do occasionally do some videos where I actually talk in them. Christoph saying in Latvia we have like 30 centimetres of snow now. All this snow everywhere. I'm feeling jealous. Only because I wouldn't have to go out driving anywhere in it. Snow's great when you don't have to go out in it. Unless it's just for fun. Christoph saying in snow is good because now we can go drifting in the cars and tractors. We used to have a JCB telehandler at work, and that was awesome for drifting in the snow. Darth saying no snow even Germany. Yeah, we haven't got any either, just rain. It's just damp and wet is for the last week or so. Bacon saying during November his mum was getting ready for the cold, and then we get our average heat. Yeah, that kind of sucks if you get all prepared for what you normally have and then it's not what you're expecting. So Big Rich, no snow in Kentucky, that's a bit weird. Oh, not quite finished the bale. I'm wondering why the bale's not ejecting. Yeah, I think it's been probably about 4 or 5 years since we had any decent amount of snow here where I live. We've had the odd snow shower which has been a light dusting since then, but yeah, nothing too heavy for about 4 or 5 years at least. Ethan lives in Maine. You should take some of our snow because we get a lot. Tomcats, no snow where he lives in Casey County, Kentucky. Nasik, I am from the United Kingdom in Worcestershire. TJ saying I feel bad for those where it's cold. It was 85 degrees Fahrenheit where I live in Florida. I think it's like 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's too hot for me. Alex just subscribed, thank you very much for the subscription. Blue Buzzard saying what part of the UK is in. Worcestershire is where I currently live, but I am originally from the West Midlands. Not Birmingham though, I'm not a Brummie. James, you probably need to slow time down as it will dark soon. Yes, good point. Although probably, yeah, we'll get these done. Slow it right down because I'd rather advance through the night once we've done all the bales wrapped, and then they can actually ferment. Bacon, how many people average watch your live streams? Around about 300 I think average. I think the most I've had was 600 and odd. But I don't know, the last couple of streams have probably been around about 400. So I think average generally around about 300, which is absolutely amazing. It's one of those things when you first start live streaming, you just never know what to expect, how many people are going to watch, if people are going to actually enjoy it or not. So to see that many people coming back is awesome. I really do appreciate it as well. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but hello to you from Romania. Iron Nut. I've probably just butchered that, sorry. KD35, you can turn up. Can you turn up? If you can turn up the microphone. Unfortunately, I can't. I will try and look into seeing as anything I can do to increase it, but it's currently maxed out on Streamlabs. I can't increase it anymore. Chris saying there's no snow here, summer. Take it you're down southern hemisphere then. Be Good is saying they got 6 inches last night. We'd gladly send you some. Made your farm chores a pain this morning. I can imagine. Daisy Girl saying I like the stream. Thank you. And I hope Sim reads one of my comments. I've read one of your comments. No snow. I missed that one. I missed the other one. Hi again, Sim. I have just got the game and have played it, and it's really fun. What's your opinion? This is the trouble. Trying to read the chat and do stuff like this at the same time. I really hope you read this out loud, please. My opinion on the game is I really like it. There's still a lot of things I wish they would add, and I still think that there's a lot of things I could still improve on, but they do seem to get better with each version of the game, and with this one especially, they do seem to have listened to a lot more to feedback from the actual players of the game, although I'm sure pretty much every player as well, there's still a lot more I wish they could add into it. Yannick, thank you very much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Ethan, can you destroy stumps with a chainsaw? No, you need the Lumberjack mod. You can't do it with the chainsaw in base game, you have to use the stump rider. Bethan, in Wales there has been no ice so far, or snow. Yeah, we had one frosty morning in mid-December, but we haven't really had any ice or snow. So it's been very, very mild. I can't remember the last day it actually went below freezing. Big Rich saying I'm actual player indeed. Daisy Girl saying he's no actual girl. My sister's account is attached to mine, that is why she named it. Ah. So what do you prefer to be called rather than Daisy Girl? Hi Sinclair Farms, thanks for stopping by. The Ghost, I am not an Irishman, no, Stevie is. Stevie's from Ireland, but I am from the UK. Blue Buzzard saying he's going now. Nice one. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Ty Kiva saying hi. Hi to you. Now one thing I don't like about this is when you're in multiplayer you don't get the stats page, so you can't quite see how many bales we'll have done, which is rather annoying, unless I'm completely missing something, but I've not managed to find it myself. Bethan, have you and Stevie known each other before? No, I don't know Stevie really that well, other than from watching his videos and commenting on my videos and stuff like that. Okay, I seem to have a bit of an issue. Apparently my baler's full, but it won't let me eject a bale. Now I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty with the baler. Well, there's definitely a bale there I've just ejected, although I'm able to walk through it. So I think I've got a bale that's not a bale. That's a bale. Oh, I might have to reset the baler and see if that fixes it. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. Oh, I don't want to drive all the way over there. Farmer 2021, yes, Stevie's a YouTuber, he's got his own channel, Stevie 4K Gaming. If you check the video description you should see an @Stevie 4K Gaming link, which will take you to his channel. Just accidentally dropped the baler off, and I've also didn't check it was actually empty, so I don't have power tools enabled, because I don't use it anymore now. I took it off, so I don't actually have that installed. Fire dragon, okay. Try and turn off automatic unload on the baler, it might work. I never thought about that. Yeah, I'll try that now, Bethan. Yeah, it wouldn't empty, it was still saying it was full for some reason. Reversy's gaming channel, welcome to the farm handler level channel membership. Hi, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Sim thought about it, and if you don't mind, can you call me AA Gaming, because that is my channel name. If I remember, I'll try. Farmer 2021 is from Somerset. Nice. I do like Somerset. So it's actually left the actual bale that was stuck in the baler there. Just move that out of the way. Hoping we don't have that problem too often. Might be that problem is initially I didn't really want to do bales on the I was going to do a silage clamp and get some loading wagons, but I thought that would probably end up costing more money, so this was like the cheaper option. But there's always that downside to doing bales on multiplayer, they can cause a few issues. AA Gaming, that was my mistake, I put my answer above sorry. don't know why Nightbot timed you out then. Not sure. Probably commenting too often. Oh, is it all caps? Yeah, oh yeah. Nightbot don't like all caps. Hawk Godman and Lucy Elastic, thank you very much for the subscription. Yeah, hopefully we don't have that issue again with the baler. So I don't have to keep resetting it. So that's going to get rather annoying, rather fast. Fabez, good evening, how are you? Thanks again for stopping by. Oh, I forgot to change the bale size. Tomcat saying the voucher that FS22 starts you with, do you like it? Yeah, it's a nice tractor. It's nice to see that they added a few more older style tractors into the game. Like with the massive Ferguson, the old John Deeres and that, the old Valtra Valmet, or Valmet Valtra, whichever way around it is. Yeah, it is a nice tractor as well, it's got decent horsepower. So yeah, it's not a bad starting tractor. Thomas saying this game is unfinished, has many bugs, so I am going to buy this game when it is on sale. I'll be honest with you, I know there's quite a few bugs still, even after the update, but I've not had many bugs that have really caused me any issues, more just slightly annoyances. But I do know a lot of people have had far bigger problems than I have with bugs in the game, but I haven't really had many that have caused too many problems. I do have Discord. At the moment it's just limited to my farm manager level channel members, but I will be adding every channel member to it soon once I've got used to it, because I've never used Discord before, so I want to learn the ropes first before I get flooded with people on there and get overwhelmed. But yeah, I should have that sorted soon. Big Rich saying he's excited, can't wait to see the new farm layout getting close. Yep. Fabez saying he's doing alright, some emergency yesterday at work, but yeah, that sounds like it sucks, but good to see you here again anyway. Tomcat, actually I might do what he's going to do and wait till the game goes on sale. Yeah. Say, I always tend to buy games for release days just because I'm impatient. I don't like waiting for things. But obviously with this one I could not get it because I'm being a content creator. Had I not been a content creator, I don't know if I'd have bought Farm Sim straight away. I would eventually have got it, but I wouldn't play Farm Sim as anywhere near as much as I do if I wasn't doing the videos. I'd have probably played 19 until I got bored of it, come back to it to see what mods were available, played it again till I got bored of it. My mouth. Speak properly. I can't say that name. It's so difficult for me to say. Rever's gaming channel upgraded his membership to Farm Manager. Oh, I need to stop talking for a bit. Right, concentrate on what I'm doing. And then breathe. Thomas saying, I saw the comments on Steam, I've just tried the production yet, what do you think of that? The production mods are okay. Interesting addition to the game. But I haven't really had a good enough play around with all of them yet to say what I feel like. My one big concern was with when they announced the production mods was that I was worried the game was going to become a pallet moving simulator, that you're just constantly moving pallets, which it hasn't because of the options they give you to auto sell stuff, which I really like. Downside of that is you don't make as much money. So yeah, I'm still undecided fully on the production mods, but so far I think I'm gonna like them. Big Rich saying just farm on, talk later yet. Be Good is saying, does having to create content for Farm Simulator ever get tedious? Yes, it does. Towards the end of 19 I started to really struggle to get motivated to continue playing 19. So I reduced how many videos I was doing, just so I could take a bit of extra time off. But even then I was still struggling. I think the closer it got to the release of 22, I started to get a little bit more motivation to finish off the current series I was doing, just so I could wrap everything up ready for the release of 22, knowing I wasn't going to continue with 19. Collector saying hello, hey to you. Crewmel, hey, can I ask where you are from? I am from the United Kingdom. Will it run by AH? Mine has crashed a few times, but not many problems. I found 2 mods made on No Man's Land, crashed twice yesterday, straight after starting up. Yeah, I haven't used too many mods on my games yet, and all the mods I have installed are off the in-game mod hub, and the only one I've had a problem with was GPS on the multiplayer game. It was causing issues with tractors on the contracts with GPS installed on them. It was causing those to glitch out, so that's the only real problem I've had from a mod. Tom was saying, because you make a lot of money on grass, chickens and wheat for bread, that's what I want to invest. Yeah, well, those chickens, they did reduce the price of eggs slightly in the last update. Scott saying, you do a great service to us here, keep up the great work. Thank you, man, I appreciate that. So as long as people are enjoying it, I'm happy to continue doing what I'm doing, because I enjoy doing the videos, I enjoy playing the game. Really enjoying doing the live streams as well, which is something I'm really glad I started doing. So I say, as long as other people are enjoying what I'm doing, then that's all good for me. Will it run saying he's on Xbox? I just deselected the 2 tractors and it worked fine. Okay, which 2 tractors were they? I've seen somebody else saying on console there was having a few issues, but I couldn't work out what it was, so maybe if they're in the chat you could help them out if you let them know what tractors you was having a problem with. Bernard King saying, thanks for the stream, gotta go, it's a blast, see you in the next one. Thank you very much for stopping by, appreciate that, and have a good day. Tomcat saying he enjoys it a lot, thank you. And Farm 2021 saying he loves the videos. AA Gaming saying, did it work? I don't know what did what work. Resetting the baler, that worked, yeah, if that's what you're referring to. Hoof-hearted saying, I could tell you were getting burned out towards the end of the Wilhelmina Forest, which was a superb series. Yeah, Wilhelmina Forest, I think the problem with that one was I was getting tired of the logging. It was just because there were so many trees on it. I enjoy the logging, but it does get a bit tiresome after a while. And also the problem, because of how much I was putting on the map, I was starting to get performance issues, which is a little bit frustrating because you want to do so much more on the map, but you kind of get into that limit where you can't really push it anymore. So you kind of have to limit how much extra you're doing on there, like building wise and stuff. So I'm really hoping with the changes to FS22, especially on maps like this, I can actually push it a little bit further to what we can actually do on the map before it starts affecting performance too much. Which the new PC, once I've built that, should help a lot as well from that respect. Bacon Genius saying they finally fixed the mirrors in the tractors. That really bugged me that they didn't work. Again, I always have max mirrors on, so never noticed an issue with mirrors not working. Having to stop and release the bales is why you prefer square bales. They can just keep running. Yeah, that is an advantage of square bales, but I don't mind it. So I really don't mind doing round bales at all. I did like the auto round bale extension mod in 19 that automatically stopped the bale and unloaded the bale when it was full. That was definitely handy because I often don't play with the sound on, so I never hear the warning beep, and I tend to always overshoot and forget to eject the bale. Nick is saying Stevie here. Yeah, he's just over there windrowing. Unfortunately, the voice chat, we couldn't get the voice chat to work. Not sure why. But yeah, he is here, Nicky. Scott saying logging is his nemesis. I end up deleting trees. Yeah, so I enjoy it, but after a while it's just tiresome because it's a slow process. Even with big equipment, you're still a bit limited to how fast you can do it. Maps like this aren't so bad because there aren't so many trees, but when you're on Wilhelmina Forest and you pretty much can't do anything unless you clear a load of trees first. After a while it does become a bit tiresome. I did consider at one point just getting the Black Sheep modding's treks and just deleting the trees. Bacon, does Stevie live stream? No. He's not live streaming, but he's recording, so he'll have a video, like a time-lapse video of what we do in the stream. But he doesn't actually live stream himself. Fab's saying that's where you could use Discord, set up a voice channel and chat. Yeah, I might have to look into something else because currently we're just using the new in-game voice chat. I'm not sure why it's not working. Thomas saying, do you have the DLC? Which DLC? For 22? There isn't one at the moment. I don't have the season pass. I'll just buy the separate DLC when it comes out, depending what it is. Until I know what the DLC is going to be, I'm not committing to a season pass. Prepaying for something that I might not like is how I see season passes. I know it saves a little bit of money, and I probably will end up getting most of the DLC anyway, but you know, I'll wait to see what it is first. Eric saying, can you make full use of the FDR modded forestry equipment on a controller? I do. That's all I use for the FDR stuff is the Xbox controller. You are still limited to what you can move at one time, so you don't get the full fluidity you would on a like 2 joystick setup. David, thank you for the subscription. So yeah, you can't move, like you can't boom out and jib down at the same time. You can only move the one or the other. So you can only like lower the boom and then push the jib out. You have to do them separately because of the way the controllers are configured. Whereas with twin joystick setup, you could do both at the same time, like you can in the real thing. So you do have a little limit on to what you can do at one time, but you can fully operate the machines with an Xbox controller. Big Rich saying he'll buy the DLC when released anyways. Yeah, he doesn't commit to season pass either. Yeah, too many times I've bought like gold editions of games and then the DLCs come out and it's just like, oh, that's a bit like of a letdown, and then I've ended up not actually playing it. So I don't tend to bother with season passes anymore. I just wait to see what the DLC is like, because a lot of the time as well, by the time the DLC comes out for a game, I'm not that interested in playing it anymore. Some DLCs then tempt me to go back to a game, but yeah, we'll see. Sean saying, do you have a joystick recommendation? I don't, because I don't use joysticks myself, so I don't have a particular recommendation, but I know a popular one is the Thrustmaster, which they do like a dual, you can buy a dual set. Well, I'm not sure what the code is for them, but I know they're popular within the FS community that do log in. And also I think there's a Logitech 3D something, but I say I can't give you a recommendation as such because I've never used them. So Shay saying, do you have the fast bale mod? I don't have it installed. I'm not particularly keen on the fast bale mod, although it is quicker for the standard size bales. I don't like the fact it goes down really slow. On 19 I didn't use it because it was actually slower using the variable bale capacity mod. So if you set the bales to larger than 4,000 litres with a fast bale, it would actually take you around about 2 minutes or so slower to bale a field up than using the separate, using the other bale wrapper that you had to stop for. So I didn't use it very often. 59 Patches saying, hey Sim, I don't know if you already plan on it, but will you show before and after clips of No Man's Land series is done? Show all the work you have done on that. Yes, I do plan on doing that. I'll probably do a drive around like I did on the last No Man's Land, where it kind of faded in between the two different maps. But yeah, I'll do like a before and after towards the end. Sean saying, awesome, thanks for the information everyone. Yeah, I think a few people have said, yeah, that's the T1600M or 16,000M, as Storm says. Thanks for that, Storm. Yeah, I couldn't remember what the name of it was. TTV Hollywood saying quality stuff like, thank you. Thomas saying the Class Zerion track pack is for sale on Steam, €3.99. Yeah, I've got the Class the saddle track. I got that with the pre-order. I also got the the other stuff that's unlocked as a apparently an exclusive pre-order bonus from game in the UK, which then turned out that seemingly everybody's got it, so it wasn't so much of an exclusive downloadable content. AA Gaming saying Simon playing FS22 while watching the stream. Nice. What map are you playing on? Tomcat, it's an all white, red, black, grey setup, the Baler and the Massey. Yeah, matching. Oops, not intended, it's just how it's turned out. Shay Burton, by the way, I just got into your videos and love the time-lapse style and also how you tell what you're going to do in them. Thank you, we appreciate that. Let's just... sorry, just need to block somebody from the chat again. Oh, where am I? Get back to the game. Forest, same performance issues. Oh, what do you mean, Forest? I'm just trying to delete a spam of chat, or spammers in chat. Sim, do you ever use Courseplay and their version out for 22? Yeah, I've seen there's an early version available for 22, but I have not tried it yet. I do use Courseplay occasionally, but I find Courseplay is probably one of the best mods for Farming Simulator when it works. But too many times in 19 it just became so frustrating to use because it never worked properly for me. So I was when you're recording the videos and you have to constantly keep jumping over to a tractor that's stuck or crashed or not doing what you want it to do, it gets a little bit annoying, and also I have to keep cutting it out the video because I don't want the video to be just me keep jumping tractors. So I kind of gave up with it a bit for unloading combines and stuff. So I still used it a bit for field work, harvesting and stuff. Mossrock 42. Workers are kind of expensive in FS22. Yeah, they're not as expensive as they were before the update, but yeah, they still seem to cost a bit more than they did in 19. Forest Bro, I just saved enough for the big X. You guys like it? Nice one. I'll be a while before I can afford anything like that on here, unless it comes up for cheap in the used equipment sale. David saying he's watching the stream with his fox. And then AA Game saying, David, you have a fox? That's exactly what I'm thinking, you have a fox? Alan, are you going to be selling the bales tonight? Well, we've got an hour left of the stream, at least. If we can get them all wrapped up and then we'll skip through time to where they're ready, then hopefully, yeah, we'll try and get them all sold tonight. But we'll see. Because we do have quite a bit of grass to bale and wrap. I don't know how far Stevie is with the rowing. He's at the top end, so he should be able to start wrapping before we finish baling. Or he can... No, what he'll do is when Stevie's finished rowing, you can take over baling, and then I'll get the bale wrapper. So you can do a bit of baling for a bit, just to change things up a little. Yeah, David says he has a fox called Phoenix. Nice. Never known anybody to have fox. I have plenty of wild foxes in the garden. Mossrock saying silage bales have to ferment. Yeah, they will skip time, so they're fermented because we're gonna have to skip through the night anyway. So we'll just skip time through, and if we still need to wait for them a little bit, we'll just look at doing something else. But because we've run out of trees on this bit of land, there's a few trees left, but we are going to have to look to buy another area of land with a few more trees on. Otherwise we're going to have no money to buy any more equipment. Freesbury Green. What base game map is your favourite? Currently probably Elm Creek is my favourite base game map. Which plots of land do you own now? We own 26 and 35. So I'm currently on 35. And yeah, we own 26 as well, which is where we started. Tomcat saying when or if ever you get a fox, I'm naming it Remfire. Any particular reason? I probably should know that, but or maybe not. The reference to anything, not the one I'm aware of. Bacon saying he doesn't know what to ask anymore. Shanna Hasty saying hi Sim, hi to you. Nick Bell, do you like Farm Simulator? Yes, I do. Storm saying, how did you make the cars round? Yeah, in No Man's Land I use Courseplay to kind of add routes, so looped routes that are set vehicles on them to drive around, just to try and add some traffic to the game. Most of the time I kept forgetting to start them off when I started recording, so I just sat there, and then by the time I remembered it was too late. Sven saying I am quiet. Everyone else seems to be able to hear me okay. Tomcat, no, just cause, or maybe because of rimfire cartridge. Okay. Shay saying, have you tried VCA or enhanced vehicle mod? No, I haven't. I haven't tried either of those yet. Sitz Posma, thank you very much for the subscription. Storm, if you need help on Thursday with the stream, Stevie is available to help. Yeah, well, I'll see see what's happening yet, and I'll sort something out if I can. Mossrock saying one of the nice things about this map is the lack of traffic. Yeah. I don't think the traffic in FS22 so far has been too bad. I've only been clobbered once. Bacon, I thought something. How did you start off with $0? Just use the console command to remove all the money once I'd sold all the starting equipment. Bought the land and the starting equipment, and then just removed the rest of the money. Farmer saying there's a few edits of Elm Creek maps yet. Stevie Mods has released one. There's another one I think called, is it Animal Creek, I think one of the edits is called. And yeah, I think there's a few others as well. Good luck out saying hello Sim Farmer, how are you? It's great to see you playing No Man's Land on FS22. You No Man's Land on FS19 was fantastic. Thank you very much for the great series. Awesome, I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. Tomcat saying you can't go outside the map, whereas in FS19 you could. Is that on no man's land? I think on 19 you used to be able to fly up. If you're using the flight mode, you could fly high enough to go over the collision, like the boundary at the edge of the field, so you could get beyond it. But I don't know where you need to. Budatoff, thank you very much for the subscription. Lack of aliens traffic. AA saying he's enjoying the stream so far. And Farmer saying, yeah, Animal Creek was alright. I haven't looked at any of the actual edits, but I've seen on Facebook a few people posting links to them and that. Evansville Train Nut is back. Welcome back. Shane Lang saying, it's so strange to hear you speak. I've watched since episode 1 on Grizzly Mountain. I have done quite a few videos where I've been speaking, but not as many as I would have liked to have done. Big Rich saying he has a private Elm Creek edit. I'm passing around my edits are only used by those who like to work in FS22. Yeah, if I wasn't doing the videos, I would probably edit a lot more maps myself. But I want to try and keep the maps as standard, so other people that are watching along can do the same sort of things, and it doesn't just become a private map that nobody else can do, because I think it's bad when you're watching something and they're just using private mods and private edits of maps and stuff that you can't have. Kind of gets a bit frustrating seeing these things, then you're not allowed to use them. Bounty Walker, how are you? Codman is playing No Man's Land on 19 and just finished up doing his grass. Nice one. AA Gaming, do you know how to place buildings? Yes, in build mode. Baling weeds, yeah, baling weeds and bushes. Real mower mod, so we could remove the bushes with the mower, would be a handy mod to have. Call Creeper, when are you doing survival roleplay? I don't do survival roleplay. Roleplay is not my kind of thing. I'm personally not into roleplay videos watching myself, and it's not something I will ever do myself. Two reasons, one being I just think I'd be absolutely rubbish at doing them, and the other one is just the simple fact that I'm not personally keen on them myself. Avalo saying, hey Sim, how are you? Just stop for your stream, love your channel, keep it up, thank you very much. Bacon saying, Sim, I will try and join the membership as soon as possible. Don't worry about it if you can't, and only do if you can afford it. I appreciate those that want to help support the channel that bit more and become channel members, but don't feel like it's something you need to do. All my videos will be available for everybody. It's just the farm manager at the moment get the early access to the videos with ad free. Do I like North American trains? I don't. So as I said before, I don't really know much about North American trains. So yeah, can't say I do like them, but I can't say I don't like them. Big Rich saying I can post live streams of Let's Play series because use so many private mods is what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, you could do, but you'd probably be bombarded with comments like, where's the link for that mod? Where do I get that mod? Send me the link. Shane saying, will you be doing any videos of the FDR in the future? With FDR equipment, when it's released, I hope to use it, and I'm hoping it works similar to how it did in 19, so I don't have to relearn how to use it again. Evansville saying your base bales with a case at 14 mile per hour baler. Yeah, that would be a nice baler to get, but just far beyond what we can afford, and we don't have the tractors to pull a baler that big at the moment. Big Tank saying, I love watching Sims videos, been watching since episode 1 on Wilhelmina Forest, but surprisingly this is the first time I've made it into a live stream and I'm loving it. Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, this is only about the 6th or 7th stream I've done, so I only started end of November, I think the first one was, so I've not been doing them long. So the first one originally was just like as a was going to be a one-off special for the 100,000 subscribers, also just to see how it went and if people liked it or not. So people seem to enjoy it, so I thought I'd carry on and do some more, and yeah, hopefully we can continue to do more. We just gonna run round here. I think we're done down this end, aren't we? So 10 past 10. I think we should be able to get all these wrapped up and sold today. Another 50 minutes or so before we wrap up. Evansville saying he loves the streams. Nice one, thank you. What kind of maps are in FS22? Only the base game maps: Elm Creek, Baler and Erlengratt and No Man's Land, currently on the mod hub and base game. There are other maps available, but I can't say if they're any good. But yeah, there's not a huge amount of maps on that I know to at the moment for 22. Big Rich saying to the left of the store. Oh, you're answering somebody else. I missed a question. Going to walk same because of you. I'm playing Farm Simulator. Nice. Where you sell the bales on the map. Oh, I dropped my controller trying to. Right, the bales are sold. So this sell point here is for grains and loose material. This sell point here is where you sell bales, so drop your bales in here. If you don't have it looking like this, then you need to update the map, because the first version of the map doesn't have the this sell point on for bales. So if you don't have that, then you need to go into the mod hub and then update the map. Stevie's only got that little bit left, and then we'll switch over. Golden Jet Simulation saying, hey Sim Farmer, loving the series, thank you. Evansville saying, well, FS22 is a new game, we don't need to expect too much. No, I wasn't expecting any new maps probably until spring next year, to be honest. So to get this before Christmas was a bonus. On the mod hub anyway, I mean. Golden, how long are you streaming for? We'll be streaming for around about another 50 minutes. So another 50 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer if we're not quite finished all the baling. Attila, did FS19 have any livestock mods that let animals roam outside the small barn? There was open pastures that you could place down in 19. So it's like just a water trough and feed trough with no fences around. But as for the base game animal pens, to let them go outside there, then no. There was modded versions of the base game animal pens that I think had larger pens on them, but I don't think there was anything that you could let them wander beyond the fences of them. I think that was restricted to the the area set by the mod itself or the placeable. 53 kilometers an hour is slow. Yeah, it's only just over, what, 30 miles an hour, so not very fast. Peter saying hello, hey to you. Lethal Farming, good day, how are you? Nice to see you here, pop in the chat again. Slayers saying, oh okay, thanks for sharing it me, bro, means a lot with your content. Make your dreams come true, thank you. Attila saying, thanks, hopefully that comes to 22. Yeah, I would, because of the new fencing system in 22, I was really hoping Giants would have added just like a feed trough, water trough placeable for animals, then you could just put your own fences round. And I did consider trying to look at taking the small pens into Giants editor, deleting the fences from those and just leaving the triggers and the troughs, but I haven't got round to having a look to see how easy it is to do that. And then possibly seeing if you could just make those a little bit bigger, so I have different sizes that can take more animals. I will try and have a look at doing that, but whether I can get that to work, I don't know. I'm not an expert with Giants editor, so I've made some edits to mods using it and things, but nothing too complicated. Big Rich saying it's dinner time. Yeah, it's almost bedtime for me. Happy streaming, enjoy the stream. Slick Farmer, lol. Take care everyone and have fun. What you doing yet? And you, thanks for stopping by again. Farmer saying, did you say you had Discord? I do have a Discord I set up just before Christmas, but at the moment it's limited to channel members, farm manager channel members only at the moment. But I will look into doing a public one at some point over the next few months, once I've got used to using it. Right, Stevie's almost finished, so I'm going to drop the baler off here and I'll go and grab the wrapper so we can start wrapping bales. Evansville saying you can actually make a helper bale anything in FS19 console. Can you? No, not on console, you won't be able to. The only way you can do baling with a worker is using Follow Me on PC or Courseplay. They're the only two ways I know of being able to get a worker to bale, both of which aren't available on console. Is Nightbot an anonymous person who detects the stream and doesn't like? Nightbot's just a bot basically that it's got a list of commands to look out for, which I've just left default. I do need to go in and adjust them. So if you spam too many comments in too short a time, it'll time you out. If you spam too many like emojis or symbols, it'll give you a warning. I think if you do it all in capital letters, comment as well, it'll tell you off for shouting. I think it's one of those things I just put on when I first did the first stream and just kind of left it default. I haven't actually gone back in to look at all the commands on it and seen actually what it does and how it works, but it was that having no moderators in chat, not knowing how many people I was going to get watching, I kind of needed something to try and help out a little bit in case I got overwhelmed with spammers and trolls and stuff. Raw Swede saying Peracula, I think that's what you say. It's a great forestry map. Never heard of that one. It's not one I'm aware of. Yeah, it's currently 18:22, so 20 past 10 here in the UK. So I presume you're in Central Europe, so you're 1 hour ahead. AA Gaming, Sim, do you have to learn English to make your awesome content? Did I have to learn English? No. I am from England, so I might not speak perfect English, but yeah, English is my first language, well, my only language, apart from the odd French word. Evansville saying it's 4:19 where he is, so you're like 6 hours behind. Mustafa saying, have you ever listened to Skrillex? No. Tomcat saying, I like the background song, what's the name? I have no idea. I can't hear the background music, unfortunately, so I have no idea what song's playing. It's one thing I want to try and do is get it so the name of the music track comes up on screen, but I just haven't worked out how to do that at the moment. Yeah, I've got the music on, but for some reason I have to have it turned down so low for the stream that I can't actually hear it myself, and if I turn it up so I can hear it, it's far too loud on the stream. It's a bit weird how it works, but yeah, I can't actually hear it, so I can't tell you what it is at the moment. I have no way. It's just a one single like looped playlist with about 3.5 hours worth of music on from Epidemic Zones. Shay saying I found a way to get the worker to bale, but it's only mowed crops. Yeah, you can do it on console. Yeah, kind of, if you put the mower on the front and the baler on the back, it'll mow and bale. Farmer saying, do you watch Sim Farm a lot? Scotty T from Birmingham. No, I'm from the West Midlands, but not Birmingham. Stephen saying, I used to get workers to bale in FS22 with the front windrower mod that dropped the row in the middle. Yeah, I think there is ways you can do it on console, though I forgot, like putting the mower on the front, hooking the baler up to the back, and yeah, the front windrower mod on the front of the tractor and then the baler on the back. Yeah, background music. It's a perfect level. Yeah, I'd say I can't hear it. That's the only downside. So when people ask what song's playing, I have no idea. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. Tomcat saying, does anyone play Hunter Call of the Wild? It's not a game I've ever played myself. What I could do is start just dropping the bales, grouping them together so we're a bit easier to load up. Mustafa, have you ever been to Arsenal Stadium? No. It's one of the few grounds I've not been to. I've not been to many London stadiums, to be honest. I'm trying to think which one they have been to. Fulham, I've been to Fulham, so Craven Cottage a few times. Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, I've been there a few times. Vicarage Road, Watford. I don't think I've been to any of the big London clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. Wembley, I've been to Wembley a few times. Oh, the new Wembley anyway. Never got to go to the old Wembley. Yeah, I've heard of Hunter Call of the Wild, but I've never played it. Bacon saying, do you try and make this series as realistic as possible? This is just a live stream, so this is not going to be realistic. Not on this map anyway. Maybe if I was doing a British map, I'd try and make it fairly realistic. I wouldn't say it would be ever realistic because I don't know what realistic farming is. Luton, yeah, that's another ground I've been to. Many years ago though, probably, I think it was first game of the season. What would it be, 1993? 93, 94 season, I think first match of the season. I went to Luton, West Brom. Many years ago now. Tyson, is this the same save game? No, it's a separate one to the time-lapse series. Hoverboard, like Back to the Future. Have you been to Damson Park? No, I haven't. Anto saying hello, hey to you. Tomcat saying get it sim, it's pretty fun. It's one of those games I've looked at in the past and thought it looked like an interesting game to play, but yeah, it's not one I've ever considered getting. It's more that's just finding the time to play games like that. I've got so many games I still haven't finished that I need to play. Have I ever been to Scotland? Only once. And that was not by choice. Not in a nasty way, but I went when I was younger. We went to America, and the flight we were supposed to get back to Heathrow was cancelled, so we had to get a flight from. I'm trying to think where we was coming from. Dallas. We had to get a flight from Dallas to Boston, and then a flight from Boston to Glasgow. So the only time I've ever been to Scotland was to fly into Glasgow airport, where we then rented a car and then drove down to Birmingham. So I've not actually properly visited Scotland. I would like to. Some nice places in Scotland I would like to visit at some point. Tyson saying I really like your videos, thank you. Avoid Reaper, is there a way to fix the weird flashing snow in FS22? I had no idea on that one. Maybe someone else in the chat might have a solution for that, but it's not an issue I've come across. Scott saying he lives near Aberdeen, or lives in Aberdeen. Tyson saying you should do a 16x map for a time-lapse series. I think that'd be a bit too much for me on my own. A 4x map is at times a bit too much just for me on my own. Tomcat saying yeah, I know what you mean. I'm 17 going on 18. This upcoming March my life in the real world will be coming soon. Where have I been in Somerset? I've been to Wells, Wookey Hole, Cheddar Gorge. I'm hoping they're in Somerset. I'm sure they are, but my geography is not brilliant. Forward time to spring. It is spring. Oh, you're answering the thing about the snow. Not me. I wonder what you was on about then, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the snow. So I've not had that issue myself, and the only snow I've had that stayed around was on that one episode of No Man's Land, and it disappeared about 10 minutes after I finished playing it, which was rather annoying. It's actually Caleb, no Tyson. Okay, so Caleb. I'll try and remember that, but yeah, no guarantees. Lip Gamer, thank you very much for the subscription. Yeah, Wookey Hole is in Somerset and Cheddar. Yeah, I thought there were, but I wasn't 100% sure then. I was like doubting myself. How much longer is the stream? Another half an hour or so. I'm going to end up missing a bale. Especially, there's going to be one bale that I've dropped in one of these bushes and I'm going to miss wrapping. Oh, come on, Why did you not pick that up? There we go. Scott is saying, would you do a multiplayer series with other FS22 YouTubers like Dagwin? I can't say I wouldn't. I don't know any other FS YouTubers other than Stevie, who I don't really know that well anyway. I don't know any personally to kind of do that, so it's not something I would actively I wouldn't actively approach another FS YouTuber about doing one. If they asked me, I'd consider it, but it's difficult trying to find the right time to do things like that where you can both play at the same time to get the stuff done. So I wouldn't say a definite no, but it's not something I'm actively looking to do myself. Stephen's saying there's a bale up in the trees on your left. Because of the delay in the chat, I don't know where I was when that comment was posted. Stevie's saying if you're interested in a collab series, we could talk about it. Yeah, so possibly Stevie at some point. I'm saying if we can work something out about getting a time where we can both sit down and spend a few hours recording, then it's possible. We'll see. Which do you prefer, city life or village life? Village life. I really don't like city life. I find cities far too noisy, too busy, too much going on, too overcrowded, too much pollution. I much prefer living out in the countryside where it's nice and quiet, there's not many people about, nice clean air. Yeah, I really dislike going into city centres, trying to avoid it as much as possible. Especially after when I had my head injury, I find that I get too overwhelmed if there's too much going on. It just sends my head into a spin because I just can't filter things out, so my brain's trying to process every single thing that's going on. So it's like trying to listen to every single thing that's being said in the background, every single noise, trying to pick up on every bit of movement. It's just, yeah, it fries my brain. Are you friends of Stevie? We don't know each other personally. I'm sure we'll get to know each other a bit more over time, and the more we do together. But Stevie's been one of my long-time channel members. I think he's like over 2 years. He's been one of my channel members now. He's commented on pretty much nearly every one of my videos, and so I know it's somebody I can trust to come on the stream who's not going to cause issues. So it was main reason why I was asking Stevie, because as well he does videos as well, so I know he's a trustworthy person, or at least I hope he is. Have you ever visited other European countries? I'm particularly interested if you've visited Romania. No, I've been to a few European countries. Steve's saying he's of course he's trustworthy. I trust you, I'll believe you. I've been to France, Greece, Spain. I've never been to Romania. I've never been to Turkey. I've not been to many European countries. Big Call Gamer, how are you? How did you set up the biomass factory? Using the free place mode. Landscaping wise, I use the mod off the mod hub, which allows you to landscape anywhere on the map. Can't remember what it's called. Maybe just called landscape and paint anywhere. But as for placing the building down, if you open up the help menu up the top left hand corner, you can see where it says toggle free mode off. If you press V, that allows you to place objects anywhere, even on land you don't own. So I use that to put it where I did without owning the land. And then yeah, that other mod off the mod hub, which allows landscaping anywhere on the map, even if you don't own the land. But I can't remember what it's called. Scott, have you ever visited Texas? Not visited it. No, US wise I've been to Florida, Washington DC, I think they're the only two places I've been. Hawaii, which is a state of America, but yeah, I've been to lots of places in America, but mostly only visited the airport. Just getting connecting flights and stuff like that, so I'd never left the airport. So I've been to Boston, but only to Boston airport. So yeah, Dallas was another place we went. Trying to think what the other one was. LA, when we went to Hawaii, we had to fly to LA and then change there to get the flight over to Hawaii. But as in holidays, Florida, when I was about 4 years old, we went to Disney. I should check we have done all the bales over here. I think so. There's that helicopter. It's keeping tabs on us again. Yeah, Dallas in the US, but I've never left the airport. We had to fly to Dallas to go to the Cayman Islands. So we flew down from Washington DC to Dallas, then got a flight to the Cayman Islands. But yeah, again, never left the airport. And I was too young to remember half of it anyway. Once I got to an age where my dad had to pay adult prices for flying, we stopped taking us on holiday basically. So I think when I went to Washington DC was 1993. It was the year Jurassic Park was released, because I remember seeing Jurassic Park in Washington before it was released in the UK. Faber's saying, I hope Switzerland is on your list. I'd love to go to Switzerland. That would be amazing. Austria, Switzerland, Germany, like the places in Germany. Croatia, I'd love to go as well. Stevie's saying we will swap jobs. Yeah, if you've finished up the baling, you can swap over if you want. I'll go and get the bale trailer and start loading up some of the bales. Get a barrel grab as well. Oops. Still wrapping, even though it's not connected to the tractor. Fonta, how are you? I only hit them. Ah, sorry. I think just as I clicked hide, you must have beat me to it, or somebody else did, and I must have unhid it. Sorry. Apologies. That howling noise on these streams, I never heard it on my No Man's Land. Yeah, apparently there was something similar in 19, but I don't remember ever hearing it myself. Justin Hall, hey, I have No Man's Land, no clue where you get started, there's no selling points. The selling points are down by the main store. There's 2 selling points, one for produce and bales and one for crops and stuff like that. Bacon saying, I've never encountered a YouTuber in real life. I have I've known a few people that have had small YouTube channels on different things. I don't personally know any like big YouTubers in real life or ever met any. Andy's saying I definitely recommend then. I know we Romanians have quite a bad reputation in Europe because of our expats, but we have a beautiful and tourist-friendly country. Yeah, there's always the few that spoil it for others. Everyone's saying leave the heavy-duty work to us mods. Yeah. Nice one. Cheers for that. Caleb, do you have a list of the mods? Not currently, but I will try and sort one out as soon as possible. Now I'm starting to get a few more mods. But everything I'm using so far is off the in-game mod hub. So there's nothing off a third-party site. Justin O'Call didn't know that. Sam does stuff is back. Nice. What do you use to pick up your trees? Basically just the in-game front-loader log fork. You can still buy that Massey again. Tempted to buy another one just for the sake of having another one. Just because it's cheap. Front loaders we want. Yeah, I just use this log grab for no, not front loaders, front load tools. Yeah, that's the log fork I'm using in the stream and on No Man's Land time lapse, just with front loader on a tractor. It's not actually a bad log fork. So we want a round bale fork. We'll buy that one. And we want bale trailer, which we did have one once and then I sold it. I don't have any mods. We'll go with this one because it's cheaper. But we will put the extensions on. Start the bales rolling on. Scotty T, thank you very much for the subscription. Bacon saying this is the longest stream he's attended. Well, thank you for sticking around so long. I've still got 318 watching, so thanks to everyone that's still here. Get the Massey if it's only 16k. It's the Massey I sold earlier though, and then I bought back, so I don't know why it's still there. I'm sure it should have disappeared. It's what duplicated my my tractor. Next video of No Man's Land will be on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. There you go. Yeah, so tomorrow and then Friday. It's Susie Sue. Are there any benefits to upgrading your horrible hook? Not really, no. All it does is sleep trigger. So I could spend another 100,000 buying a nicer looking house, but it wouldn't do anything different. There's no benefit to it. So at the moment it's not a priority to upgrade. Literally it's just so I can access the sleep trigger. Eric saying, how many work hours do you consider too old for a tractor? I don't know for 22 yet because of the changes to the system. It's not something it's something I've thought about, saying is there a point where you get to a point of so many hours on a tractor it'll be better to just sell it and buy a new one rather than keep it, or whether it really doesn't make much difference. Don't know, something to probably try and work out over time. Henry's saying get a new tractor ASAP, I ain't feeling the red. No, I love this tractor. This little Massey is awesome. It'll be a while before we get another tractor. Farmer train or sorry. When you sell any equipment in FS2, we'll go into new store sell place. I've only found that it's equipment I've sold on multiplayer has showed up in the used equipment sales. I've not seen anything I've sold myself come up that often in single player. Dead colour. No. Mass is here to stay for a while. Oh, come on. That's wide as you can open those. Right, there's the first bale of many. How long did it take to do No Man's Land videos? The one I did the hay baling, which I think was episode 5 or 6. Whichever the one I did the small hay baling took me over 4 hours. Yeah, that took me the longest so far out of all of them, but I think the one I did earlier today as well was another 4 hours in total. Might need to put the weight on the back of this because we are struggling a little bit. Yeah, so let me just push those down a bit if I can without messing them up. Oh, messed them up. Masses are red like Ducati motorcycles, any other colour would be weird. Yeah, it's the colour of the brand. So I didn't choose this tractor particularly by choice. It was come on. Was that bale doing everything but what I want it to do? Right, that'll do. It's close enough. Yeah, brand colouring is obviously a big thing. I know some companies do limited editions, different colours. Valtra, I think the only tractor company I know where you can choose a particular colour for the tractor. I think most other companies only do their colours mainly. Make everything look so easy in time lapse. Yeah, time lapse is a bit easier because I'm not concentrating on 2 things at once. And I also find that loading bales in the multiplayer is a nightmare because you get that slight delay, so the controls aren't quite as responsive as when you're playing on your own. Yeah, you get a second one. Might be a bit quicker. I'd get a second trailer, but we can't afford one. Yeah, I always find in multiplayer doing stuff like this, even when I'm playing on doing the two PCs, I always find loading bales on the other PCs a little bit more tricky. This is why the Anderson would have come in handy. Yeah, I should have got the bale spot, but everyone would have been moaning then I'm poking holes in the bales. So I went with the safer option. It's one of those you can't win. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. If we had enough money, I'd just get the Anderson 24 bale collector and use that. Can you please skip next month? Yeah, as soon as we've actually we'll increase the time now to skip through the night, and then we'll see how long the bale's got left. drop that one down before I knock it off. Oh, how has it just dropped that bale down? This is what I don't like about FS22 is if the straps are across the trailer, you can drop something on the trailer, but then you can't pick it up until you release the straps. It's like straps it down even though you haven't put the straps over it. Come on. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. Are you using any graphics mod? No, this is just base game for me. I don't use reshade or any shaders or anything like that. I tried them in the past on 19, but I just found that the impact performance too much for when I'm recording. And a lot of the presets for the shaders that I found online, I've tried, they may look great on the person who's done the presets on their monitor, but on mine they looked absolutely awful. So yeah, I'll stop using them. If I spent the time to play around with the settings on reshade, you could probably come up with some nice settings, but it's one of those things, I think it's more personal to your particular setup and monitor, because what looks good on one person's monitor may not look good on yours. Musical Farm saying hello. Caleb, do you start from scratch, Farm Manager? Start from scratch on this series, but it was a custom start from scratch, because even on start from scratch on here you still start with all the equipment, just no buildings. Let's just slow time down a little bit. Keep it on times 5 for now. How long have these got left? So 21% fermented, so it's going to take a few months then. I'd say we'd get these sold tonight, but how slow I'm being at loading them. Might be a while before we get them all loaded up. Jason saying, hey, just arrived. Are you worried about not being able to sell the bales? No, because you can sell silage bales now on the updated version of the map. They've all been added to the sell point. So I wouldn't be doing it if I knew we couldn't sell them. Nick saying, I know what the next stream is called. It's going to be mowing grass. Yeah, just see the grass grow again. No, I don't plan on mowing the grass again just yet. Oh no, too fast turning. Yeah, we've done baling, so try and do something a little bit different. And what I would like to do is get a field ploughed in, or like extend the base field, so we can start looking again some crops growing, and then eventually get a harvester and stuff. So we will do some more grass, but it won't be in the next stream. We'll do something different if we can. I think one full stream of a little bit of forestry and then baling and wrapping grass bales is enough for now. But yeah, I would like to get a field ploughed in so we can start growing some crops. Come on, bale. Caleb, do I play on PC? Yes. Oh, no. If you're asking me, yes. Thomas say, hello, I'm not English, sorry. No worries, but thank you for stopping by. Andy saying, yeah, looks like you have some grass to mow again, yeah. It's the only downside to skipping time. The grass regrows before you've finished. Hugo saying, I'm just sat here astonished, not hearing music but a voice. There is music still, just a bit quieter. I don't think a live stream where it's just me playing the game with music running would go down very well. I did watch somebody's live stream before where they was pretty much doing that. They was just streaming them playing the game, but they wasn't talking or anything. They was just playing the game with the game sound. There was no music or anything. There was no interaction with the chat. I'm like, this seems like the most pointless live stream ever. Come on, nudge over a little bit. Let's get those struck down. So I'm going to end up knocking the bales off. Is that the last bale over here? I'll get Stevie to get this one and then we'll move the trailer. I'll just catch up in chat while I wait if I can. I say if I've missed a comment, I'm not ignoring you, I've just concentrating on loading bales up. Bacon saying hello, I'm back. Had to go level some ground. Caleb, have you ever used wheel and pedals? Yes. In my 6 Ashes Let's Play series I was using my side panel and steering wheel, but I haven't used them yet since the start of 22. Hugo, only a camera, no voice and no blinking. Hi, hi. Andy saying, Isaac, not your game then. What did Isaac say? How do you play so long? I get bored after 30 minutes. Yeah, if you get bored after 30 minutes, then it's not the game for you. It's not a game for everybody. I find it really relaxing to play. It's just a nice, easy-paced game. Even the really mundane, tedious jobs, I find I enjoy doing to a degree. After a while, you do get to a point where even I get bored of them, but it does take quite a while. Tom kept saying, see you sim, hopefully Thursday if you stream, and love the content man, keep it up. Thank you very much, appreciate that, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you Thursday. Right, so we can get these bales sold. It looks like we're going to have to skip through another month at least. So I'll speed time up a bit. Julian saying, hello, what do you think the next thing you're going to buy? Probably a plough or subsoiler so we can plough in another field, but we may need to get a tree planter first. Let's plant some trees because we're running out of trees, and at the moment, well, it depends how much we make from the silage. And how much money we've got after that, because we've only got this small patch of trees left here. So once they've gone, other than cutting grass again for more silage, we don't really have any other way of making any money. So it may be a case of trying to get another area of land with trees on that we can then cut for more money, or buy a tree planter to plant trees, which are then going to take a while to actually grow. So yeah, we'll see where we are next time. So once we've sold these bales, we'll know how much money we've got, and then we can decide from there. But I would really like to get field ploughed in so we can get some crops growing. and then do some harvesting. Yeah, Big Carl saying I wish there was an undo button when landscaping. Yes, I was really hoping they would put an undo button in, because it is super frustrating when you make a tiny mistake and then it's a pain to undo, or you've lost money on having to redo it. Skoski's saying had the game for 3 weeks and played over 200 hours. Yeah, on this current game on my Steam account I've got just over 100 hours now. I'm not sure how many hours I had on the other version that I started with from Giants. So I could start recording from 11 PM on release day. I bought a copy from Giants website, and I'm not sure how many hours I've got on that, but on the Steam version I've got just over 100 hours now. Timo saying I have been playing FS for around 6 years now, and it helped me get work on a real farm. Nice. So FS22 is a little bit boring when I'm in real life farming. Yeah, I can imagine if you're doing real life farming, playing FS could be a bit boring if it's your day job. I mean, technically for me it's my day job, but in a virtual farming way. Isaac saying he has a save with about 100 hours. Nice. 6,000 hours on FS19. That's more than me. I think I finished with 5,700 in total on FS19. I don't know how high we're gonna be able to stack the bales on this safely. We might get one more row on top of these. I think that'll probably be about as many as we're gonna get. Right, so how are these? 38% fermented. So still a while to go yet. Farmer 2021 says he's got 300 hours. Andy saying yes, I have been. Oh, he's replying to that. Storm saying I have 43 hours on No Man's Land FS22. Nice. That's more than me. TJ saying 60 hours so far. Yeah, I think I've got around about 20 hours on the time-lapse save game so far on No Man's Land. So just gone past 11, so we've still got quite a bit to do. So I want to try and get all these sold if we can before we wrap up. This is where an auto load bale trailer is would come in handy, just to save a bit of time. Scott saying excellent bale stacking. Hey, I'm doing a little bit better than I thought I would. I thought it's like the first time trying to do bale stacking live and it all goes horribly wrong. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it'll do. How much longer is the stream? Until we've sold all these bales. That's if Stevie can stick around that long. Otherwise I'll be here all night on my own. Oh, no, 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 no. Stay on. No, no, don't. Oh, no, I've messed it up now. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm not going to get that one on. I should start again with that one. Turn some lights on again. Yeah, I don't really like having to skip this far through time, but it's the only way we can be able to get these sold today. Oh, Obviously in the future we'll just leave them while we do other things, and then we'll sell them when they're actually fermented. Caleb saying I wish I could change it so it's not military time. Big call saying he forgot to hit the like button. Yeah, so still 300 people enduring the stream, so thanks to all those that are still watching. I think that's why I'm struggling on this, is just struggling with the height on the front loader a little bit to get these top ones on. So I definitely think this will be the last row, and then we'll there is an auto load in the updated version of the Roland pack. Well, I don't have it installed. I may have to look into that for future streams. It's not so bad when you're doing the time lapse because you can speed it up. Yeah, I think I'll have to look into the Roland pack. Does it work on multiplayer, do you know? Timo's saying in real life silage bays are awful when making silage to pits. Bales are too much mess to all the wrapping netting is quite expensive. Yeah. The little farm by me does they only do silage bales, but they don't do a lot of them. The small grass field they did silage bales in last time. I think they only had about 10 or 11 bales, so not a huge amount at all. And they only had the 2 small grass fields. So, hunting for bales in the dark. Caleb saying I really like your videos. Nice one. Jeremy saying finally made a stream. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you could catch one, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Jeremy saying he found the channel back at episode 17 of Grizzly Mountain. Nice. Seems like forever ago now, even though it's not that long. I mean, I've only been doing this channel just over 3 years. It seems longer than that at times. Yeah, I'll keep forgetting we can go beyond 240, 120 I mean, with this speed. Yeah, I think this will be the last bale I put on anyway. Just need some lights on the front loader. Can't see a thing now. I may have to leave this one until it gets light enough to see. Yeah. Oh, I've pulled another bale off. Ah. I've messed things up. No, stay on. Yeah, that auto load sounds good now. Well, let's just slow time down a bit again. See how long these have got left. 73%. So they've obviously changed how long. I'm sure it only took 2 months before. Isaac saying he found you on YouTube looking at No Man's Land reviews on FS19. Yeah, I think quite a lot of, I think the most well, the one video that got most subscribers was No Man's Land episode 1. In terms of subscribers gained, that's the one that's got the most to my channel. I think Grizzly Mountain did quite well as well. Not the first episode of that. I think we've pretty much got as many as we're going to get on there. get this last bale on. They're just... I always find with the bale trailers, when you get 2 bales high with the round bales, the straps don't tend to work very well. Oh, so many bales left. I think we might just... Oh, we've missed one bale. There's one grass bale up on the hill over there. I think we'll take this down to the sell point. I'm just going to sell this one load and then we'll call it quits, because I need to go and let the dogs out, and it's going to take us far too long to finish getting the rest of the bales up, because we've still got these ones here and then loads more over there. So I'll get those loaded up for next time so we can sell them. Playing with 1 day seasons, well, 1 day per month. Yeah, it's getting pretty top heavy. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go any more than this. You found the channel through Flatlands. That'll be some going, because I've never played Flatlands. Yeah, so we'll keep skipping through time, so I'll speed that back up a bit until these are ready. We'll sell this one load, because I'm tired, I need to let the dogs out, and we've got far too many bales to manually load up again. Have you heard of YouTuber Funky Farmer? He lives in Gloucestershire too. Yes, I have. I've seen a few of his videos, but not for a long time. Eric has become a member, thank you very much. I appreciate you becoming a channel member. Yeah, I've seen Funky Farmer a few of his videos, but it's always that thing with YouTube. I don't get as much time to watch as much as I would like, and so there's quite a few, like Tom Pemberton I've watched a bit, but I haven't seen a lot of his stuff for a while. Is tomorrow's video a time-lapse? Yes, it's a time-lapse video on No Man's Land. Scott saying he enjoyed it, thank you. Yeah, I'd love to get all the bales sold, but I think it's going to take us another probably 45 minutes to load them up. Eric, $5 super chat, thank you very much for that. Fantastic stream, so glad I had the day off. Thanks for answering all my questions. Merry Christmas. And to you too, and thank you very much for your generosity. You are awesome. The next stream should be on Thursday, so I think that's the 30th of December. Stevie doesn't do live streams. I don't know if he has plans to do so. Something he may do in the future, I don't know. But he currently doesn't. But he's recording this live stream session, sorry, and he'll be uploading it as a time lapse. So these are 82%. Let's go 360. Yeah, so Thursday evening should be the next stream, and then it'll be back to Saturdays after the New Year. I'm not sure if I'm going to do New Year's Day yet, or whether it'll be the Saturday after that for the first one of the New Year. Daniel saying love the stream, but even though my phone ran out of battery halfway through. Yeah, they are quite long to if you're trying to watch all of it on a phone. Caleb saying anyways, really like your videos, I'll be here on the next stream, hope you remember me. I will try my best. 93%. Yeah, so hopefully next time we can get a field ploughed in at least, maybe even get a crop sown. So yeah, we're not going to be able to harvest this year though, are we? Because I think we've skipped a bit too much time to yeah, plant anything now to harvest for this year. So if we can try and get to a point where we can get some maybe wheat or barley. Right, they are fermented. Let's turn this right down. See how much we get for this load. Not even sure how many bales are on there. Isaac saying it's the first stream. Oh, don't tell me we're going to have to unload the trailer. Well, that was a disappointment. Oh. Right. I know this is not realistic, but I'm using super strength. And I don't care. Oh, I'm sure somebody will complain. It's not realistic. Oh, why can I not throw it? How much are we getting? 1,500 per bale. That's not too bad. I think once we've sold all the bales, we should have a decent amount. We can probably look at getting a new field ploughed in. Do something a bit different. Kenneth saying thanks for the live stream. Looking forward to the next session. Your time lapse were awesome. Thank you very much for stopping by. Isaac's saying he's using a Chromebook. Jakub saying I have to go be back. Okay. Bacon saying he's using his iPad. Evansville saying he's on his iPhone. Codman saying goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. Isaac Manor went to the gym quick and got jacked up. Why can we not? Oh, we can. Why could I throw that bale when I can throw the other one? There we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, auto unload also unload. Yeah, I thought that we'd be able to just sell them straight off the trailer. That's one thing that does annoy me when they put the bale trigger on sell points and they put it so low to the ground that it doesn't pick up the bales on the trailer. I may go into the map and see if I can edit that. See if I can increase the size of it. It's one thing that really frustrated me on 19 was selling wall pallets. The actual trigger for the pallets was so small that it was pretty much impossible to sell anything off a trailer. Oh, Earth Hunter was on it. So what are we up to? 40,000. So we've made quite a lot more than I was expecting off the silage bales. It's a good way to end the stream. So yeah, we just not quite make 50 with this lot, but with the rest of the bales we've got, I reckon we've probably got just as many. So yeah, we finish on 46,648. So not bad for a day's work. We bought a new bale trailer, we bought a baler, we bought windrower, bale wrapper. Yeah, it's been sorted, Caleb. So yeah, I think we made quite a decent amount of progress. Should give us a good start for the next stream as well. So I'll probably get the rest of those silage bales loaded up, ready to be sold next time. Only unstrap it, possibly, yeah, but you should, I don't know, yeah, we'll try that next time. Without superpower you make more money? No, it makes no difference whether you use superpower or not. Okay, I'll try unstrapping the bales. I didn't think to do that this time. We'll do that next time. See if that works. Well, yeah, thank you to everyone that stopped by for the stream. So we're just going to wrap things up. 364 viewers still here. So thank you to everyone that stopped by. I hope you all had the best of Christmases and got to spend time with family and friends. Have a few days off as well. I hope those that unfortunately had to work got to enjoy it to some degree as well. So we'll be back Thursday. I don't know if Stevie will be with me, maybe on my own, maybe with somebody else, we'll see. But yeah, thank you again for everyone that stopped by. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, then please consider subscribing. We've got more live streams and FS videos coming up. Patrick saying just missed it. Yeah, sorry. I'd love to carry on streaming, but I really need to go and let the dogs out and get to bed, because I've got to be up early working on the next video. And I also need to remember to set the tomorrow's video to render. So big thank you again to Stevie for helping out. Really appreciate that. And don't forget to check out Stevie's channel at Stevie 4K Gaming. And also, if you've not seen his time-lapse videos, check those out, and also the one from the previous stream, and look out for this one as well, which will be a time-lapse video so you can see it from Stevie's point of view, for those who are interested in that. Caleb saying he subscribed, nice one. So yeah, take care everyone, and good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, have a great day, depending where you are in the world. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.